On Passive Gone Viral. Ha ha ha. Well, this isn't the Joker. Oh, you could bring. We going to do things a little differently tonight. Not too much differently, but we will start off by saying it is day 212 consecutive RobLynn Lives. RobLynn Live has gone viral. Well, almost viral, not quite viral. It's Saturday, the 212th, no, but it's the 18th day of March, which happens to be a Saturday. You're watching RobLynn Live. I'm getting ahead of myself. And it is day 212. And Mr. Barilla will correct me if I'm wrong. And Saturday's events, we'll get right into that. But first, if anyone is having any trouble at all logging into the OES, guess what? We got a new email for you to write to. Cha. And guess what it is? RobLynnLive@gmail.com. So that's RobLynnLive, one word, at gmail.com. And that'll get you right to us.
Very simple.
Very simple. Yes, I had a more complex one in mind and overruled. So that's okay. It's RobLynn Live, and that's kind of branding us a little bit, I guess, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
RobLynnLive@gmail.com. So if anybody you know is having an issue, or you're having an issue with any of your accounts, if you have multiple, or if you have one and you're having trouble, get a hold of us. And that email works. We tried it. We actually emailed each other to see if it worked. And it did.
It worked.
All right. Well, Saturday's events included a 10:30 a.m. We Are Wow Women. That was on this morning here on the East Coast of the United States. That was Eastern Daylight Time. And 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, along came not the Mad Hatter. He wasn't there. How about Mr. Q&A, Red Redfern? He was there, and he came along. And then that was at 11. Then at noon, along came Marty Pop DeGarmo, who I just spoke to briefly. And we spoke to Chris earlier. And so we'll see what happens tonight. And Collins and a few others. So we're going to have some folks on the panel, should they want to be. I think Lynn is sending a couple of links now. It's limited, so we have to... and we can always switch it around, tomorrow or the next day and have some different folks on, which we've done in the past. At 8 p.m., you're tuned in to RobLynn Live with Ollie, the Quiet Wonder Dog. Now, speaking of announcements. Oh, no, I wasn't speaking of announcements. But speaking of announcements anyway, this is a biggie. And most of you, if you've been in your back office today, OES into O-Founders or O-Founders straight in, there's an announcement there. Tuesday, 21 March 2023 on Passive out of Orlando, Florida, Dubai, UAE, Hyderabad, India, and other parts around the globe will present a corporate webinar. And they're going to be using our very own audio-video platform, Nakamoto. And it's known as OConnect, in case you hadn't heard yet. It features the largest attendee audience by any audio-video provider worldwide. There's nobody has what we have. And we as On-Passivians are very blessed. And it's absolutely crystal clear, both video and audio. It'll be streaming and with 4K, and no time has been announced yet, so don't go logging in just yet because there's no login. There'll be a link in that back office on the pop-up, right? And underneath the link, just underneath it, will be a password. Do not enter your normal OES or O-Founders password. Enter the one that's been provided for you by corporate, okay? It's best to come in through your OES login. I believe that may be the only way that you can come in this time. But, oh, no, that's not necessarily true. If you can come in through O-Founders and you don't have OES,
you got to have
scratch all that.
You have to have an OES email account.
O-Mail account. You have to have an OES
So
O-Mail account to participate because it is the last free one.
So that'll include brand ambassadors, current brand ambassadors, as well as people who came in as customers because they had to get an O-Mail account.
Okay.
3 customers.
And those customers haven't been assigned anyone yet, as far as we know. All right. Well, all attendees must have a valid OES, as Lynn just mentioned, OMail. And from what we know, this will be the last, and let's put that in caps, all caps, as I do in the chat sometimes, or most times, LAST free. That's last free, no charge, 0 bananas, 0 dinero, 0 dirhams, 0 euros, 0 pesos, 0 rubies. This will be the last one, the free one. All right? All right. That being said, let me remind you that we do have a background that I didn't put on here. I had it on the first screen. Lynn will put our background up.
Oh, I thought you did.
I wasn't sandbagging, folks. It just so happens we got kicked out of StreamYard. So Lynn is going to put the background in now, and there it is. And we'll show you that in just a couple of minutes. It's a very nice background with some old architecture. But please don't guess until we ring Grandma Bobby's bell, right? And Grandma Bobby's bell is right here. So don't guess yet until we ring the bell. Send your love, light, and prayers to all you may know who are either ill or have been involved in any type of an accident. Now, we want you to please continue to pray for Gladys Niaboro's sister, who's awaiting a procedure, if I'm not mistaken, and our friend Mosfek, who's also known as Musi, right? Mushi, yeah. Mushi by Chris, is in need of a surgical procedure due to an accident that he had over a year ago, I think almost 2 years ago. So let's send out our love, light, and prayers to these guys for sure. Please. And in addition, please keep our dear CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, in your prayers, and his wife and his handsome 2 boys. They look pretty good in those hats that they have. They look pretty cute. Keep them in your prayers and for good health and safety, as well as our corporate teams globally. Now, we have a dear friend who has a birthday, but I was told I had it written down for today, but it's tomorrow, mañana. So we won't go into that. Please subscribe to Lynn's channel, YouTube channel. Ring the bell icon to get notified whenever Lynn goes live or posts videos. And of course, give her a thumbs up to like. Now, if anyone watching tonight or someone that you may know has not migrated, I gave you the email that we now have, but let me give it to you one more time. It's roblynnlive@gmail.com. Shoot us an email to that email, and we will promptly answer you. If it's not an hour, it'll be in an hour and 10 minutes, but it'll be quickly.
In a few hours.
Or a couple hours.
Depending what we're doing.
All right. We do have a topic this evening, and you're probably wondering why I'm speaking as rapidly and as fast as I am. We're going to have a few guests on board this evening. And but first, I want to go into our topic, kind of get things wound up and ready to rumble, as they say. And I like your hat, non-passive gone viral. I'd say that's a fair statement there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, you guys.
Well, our topic this morning is the power of patience. So if you like last night's topic, which I think everybody seemed to,
yeah, it was a fun
you're
topic.
really going to like tonight. And we're going to drag a few of you in to maybe have some comments and banter back and forth. It looks like Mr. Collins is getting ready to join us in the UK. Don't ring the bell yet.
No, I won't.
Okay, Collins will come on announced, not with the bell. He doesn't like the bell. Oh, he does like the bell. He could care less about the bell. At any rate, first, let us say we just might have some RobLynn crashers, as I mentioned. So be ready, just in case, for our topic. For sure, our friend Collins Manna will pop in, and we never know who else might join in. Oh, look who's there. Is that John Barillo, the guy from Kent State?
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it too loudly, but they had a tough game last night, John. But so did Purdue. I was rooting for Purdue, too. I have to move back. Our executive director is telling me to move back.
You're out of the frame, yeah.
I'm out of the frame. I'm always out of the frame. Okay, so we don't know who else might join in, but we'll click you guys in just a few minutes. Lynn and I have been founders since March 17th. which we just hit our 4-year anniversary, which at times seems like yesterday. Well, at other times, I guess it's my patience has been tested. Lynn is the steady as she goes, sales without any issue, sales SAILS. But as time has progressed and On Passive has evolved into the monstrous group of free products, solutions as they're also known, with over 1,400,000 of you founders, On Passivians, brand ambassadors, our level of just relax has taken on new meaning. Wouldn't you say? I'm relaxed.
Excitedly relaxed.
Excitedly relaxed. I don't know how you can be excitedly relaxed, but I guess I am. As Lynn has said to me more than once, relax, chill out, Robbie boy. We are on the good ship On Passive. Are we not? Haven't you told me that more than once?
I have? The good ship?
No, you've told me to chill out
Oh,
more than once in the last 10 years. Anyway, we're on the good ship On Passive for all of us. And as Oliver Fonte has been known to say, oh, and I want to mention something in relation to Oliver and Bob Takusi. Tonight, there's a service and a get-together at Bob's house. And Oliver was good friends with, and is good friends with Bob, and also good friends with Charles Takusi, who passed on, who was a very, very active founder. So we miss you, Charles. And Bob, you'll be on RobLynn Live before you know it. So you guys enjoy the company of each other. I know it's not a happy occasion, but give each other a hug and give each other a hug from us, please. So, well, are we ready to bring some folks into the panel?
Yeah.
All righty. And remember, we at RobLynn Live will help anybody, anytime, day or night. So we're a 24-hour operation, as I've been told. At any rate, let's bring on, oh boy, we got 3 you gentlemen. Did you invite any ladies? Ladies?
I'm waiting
some
for
ladies.
response.
Okay. Collins Manna, come on down, brother. All righty. It looks like you've been added to the stream. What time is it there? You guys didn't spring ahead yet, right?
No, so it's 12. It's just 16 past 12, midnight.
Oh, that's when you get cranking. That's good.
Yeah.
You're just starting up around then. All right. Next up, we'll bring in Mr. John Onpasilicious Barilla, star of stage, screen, and Broadway, and off Broadway, and off York Street, and off Park Avenue, you name it. All right, John.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello, John.
I don't have a background. I thought I clicked on it, but I didn't know what I was doing, I guess. So I don't know what to do about that. I hope you're okay with that.
I think we're fine with that.
Yeah.
And once again, let's bring in the one, the only grandpa, conductor, captain, Chris Johnson. Hello, Mr.
Can you
Nice hat.
Yeah, Chris.
I found it today when I was doing some cleanup. It's one of my old boater's caps. And I heard you say last time Colin sprung forward, he broke the diving board. Let's not go there.
I didn't know that's what I said, but anything's possible at RobLynn. We are unfiltered, as they say. And oh my goodness. So you guys know what the topic is. We're talking about patience. And being a little bit more patient for just a little bit more time. We did announce what's coming up on Tuesday. We didn't tell them the time. So take it away, Collins.
Hello, Chris. Oh.
He brought us on here and he's
Oh, my God.
Woo!
Me hitting the road.
Well, I should have probably backed the bus up and didn't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I know that Collins has a lot to say on the topic, and in fact, he suggested the topic, right, Collins? Because
Yes,
you know,
yes, I did.
It is. So we'll let him start.
We might have to go to Johnson next because he's looking somewhat impatient, right?
I don't even know where to start with that word because that word's not in my vocabulary anymore. It's just go, go, go.
It's just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was going to say, you know, you had the topic that you picked a little earlier before we got some news today. And I'm thinking like patience. How could you? Yeah, we're going to tell her, let's be patient. Well, we got it. We got to connect on Tuesday. Are you kidding me? Patience. Oh, I'm very patient.
Hey, Chris, he went to the Chris Johnson School of Impatience, it looks like. All right, Kyle.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I remember John being so patient he left his mic off a few times.
Oh,
Oh, I knew that would come up sometime. Yeah.
I'll never forget that. That was pretty funny.
Believe me, and I did it twice within a couple of days.
A day apart.
You know, after the first time, I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even know whatever." And then the very next day, I did it again.
He did. The next day it was the very
Oh
next
boy,
day.
I'll try not to do that. I'll leave my evil twin in the closet tonight.
I got thrown into timeout last night by Gina Leva, so I got to watch myself too, or I'll go in the closet.
That's right.
I'm waiting for my twisted brother to come on. How did I beat him on here?
I don't know.
We're doing work.
I just spoke to Twisty Treat a little bit ago.
Yeah, we were doing work right up to this. I said, gosh, I forgot. I got to send William the money. I got to make another post about it. I said, go tell him to be a couple minutes late. And then someone else called. I said, I got to go. Rob, I don't need an elbow from Lynn on my side. Poor Rob got to take those for me. So
I'm bandaged up pretty good from last night. So I'll be all right.
Okay, Collins, let's hear about your patience.
Yeah. It's just crazy. It just came in my mind yesterday. You know, I was just thinking like when Lynn said, Collins, do you want to come over? So what do you want us to talk about? He said they've already had a topic. I said, you know what? There's something about patience. Can we talk about it? And
yes.
Lynn said, yeah. I said, because a lot of people are impatient. A lot of founders are impatient because they don't know when they don't listen, when they don't see Ash or they don't hear anything, they think things are not happening. Because sometimes we are really, I don't know if it's anxiety or what, we want to see Ash every day. Like I was talking to a founder. I said, when you see Ash every day, it means nothing is being done. Because the time that Ash will use to do some work is sitting with the founders chatting. So nothing is being done. But when we don't see him, it means things are really happening behind the scenes, which we don't know. We don't have to be there. But the truth is, patience is the key, because the fact that Ash is there and we know he is kicking and moving, we can see things. Whether we don't hear, we can see the back office changing, you know, all the updates that are happening. It means someone is doing it. And it's just all about patience. The whole on-pass is just about patience, because from 2018 till now, if you look at those who joined 2018, 2020, honestly, even 2021, we've seen the great transformation of on-passive. You know, so there is no way we can feel like they can twist and turn to get something. There is no way. The process is the process. But again, it's just patient, wait and wait and wait. No matter how long, like yesterday, Chris, I was reading something. I told Oliver this story. I said, sometimes we take estimation for the tentative date, because what Ash is giving us, most of the time Ash come up and said, don't worry, I'm just a messenger. I am not speaking on behalf of these people. They've sent me to do it. He's our CEO, yes, but he cannot twist the technology, twist and turn. The process is the process. So I'm just a messenger. I'm telling you, this is what they have told me, but please don't hold me responsible. You know, but sometimes we do hold him responsible. Oh, you said this. Why is it not this? You say it and you change it. I said, no, that's not technology. And then I read and I stumbled on a book, and that's the new process that is being evolved within IT sector technology. They said they should stop giving estimation, because the customers always take it as real. The time that you take to estimate things and said, oh, this is it. Okay, we'll give you an estimate that it will take 2 months. What if you don't hit that 2 months? The customer will hold you responsible. They should keep it within the business, but don't say it out. Because most of the time, estimation are never true. Estimation is not an estimation. Chris Johnson can tell you, if I come to Chris Johnson and say, Chris Johnson, how long will it take me to do this? Chris Johnson will just say, okay, it can take 2 months, but that's just an estimation. So I cannot hold Chris Johnson responsible for that because he's just estimated. It can be less and it can be more. And the more you build, the more you discover things. The more you build, you discover little things. So, oh, I need to tweak this. I need to tweak that. I have to add this. No, remove this, add this. So there's a lot of things happening behind the scene. But a lot of time we just hold them responsible. Like, no. And I say, you know what? Please, let's remember that we are founders and we are here to help the company. We are not here to judge, but we are here to be grateful. We just have to be grateful, not to judge. And said, I said, stop judging and just stay put, because Mr. Ashmufara is not sleeping. He's just doing this for the family, taking the family time. If we know what is going behind the scene, most of these directors they don't even have time with their family. They spend all the time working on our behalf, working and working and working. And sometimes we hold them responsible for something that we pay $97, and I'm just like, come on, be real. This is just an estimation. It's not so. Patience is the key. Patience is the key. Somebody asked me, he said, all right, what do I need to do? I said, go and study your OES. There's a lot in the OES for you to study. Understand your OES, because Mr. Ash will not come and tell us the on-pass ecosystem is there for you to start to understand how you will use it to build your own business. So instead to sit and complain, go and learn the OES. And that's just what I want to throw in there. Patient, please. Though they will just have the big news coming, but patience is the key.
That is right. And you know what? I was just thinking, sometimes it depends on what you have to have patience for. And I was just complaining last night myself, like Lynn would be aware of this, about the patience. For example, sometimes I have to be patient with those who aren't being patient, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I can't tell you how many, almost every day I have certain friends within our OnPassive group here that they always seem to ask me questions in a private WhatsApp, let's say, or somewhere. And they'll say, Mr. John, you must tell me, please, when? I must know now. When launch? What's happening? And I've just told them the day before, please be patient. We don't ask that question. We don't have to know exactly when. I never talk about dates, specific times. I'm patient. And then the next day, in a different way, they'll ask me the same thing. And I just have to be very patient. And sometimes I start to get a little irritated, and I have to be careful not to do that. So, it depends on what we are being patient about. And, I think we should tell everybody, listen, patience is a virtue. We all want to be virtuous. So let's be patient.
John, you know how you teach them to be patient? When they ask you those questions, I get them to. I don't answer them. They're learning to be patient because I'm not going to answer them for stuff like that. And Collins and John made really, really good points there. There's two different kind of people in this world, okay? There's people that read the book all the way through, and there's people that read the first 2 pages and say, oh, screw it, go to the very back and read the last page. That second person that does it, and a lot of people are out there that do that, they're not patient. And the sad thing is they missed all the important stuff in the middle because they only read the 2 pages in the front and the 2 pages in the back. They miss the whole journey. They don't know who did what. They just know how it ended. If you are a patient person, you'll read between the lines of everything that's going on in Passive. Now, first day I was in, you can ask Peter Shore, I asked all the normal questions. He said, Chris, we're going to launch in end of 2020. Cool. It's now 2023, and I'm still patient. Why? Because I know what it's about. Number 2, Ash Mafar is reading the entire book and making sure he doesn't miss a beat. He's not jumping to the end to make us happy, because in the middle, if he jumped to the end, he might miss something very important like the wrong coding, and Connect might be turned into, oh my God, where to go. So it's very, very important to be patient. And I get the same thing, John, every day. I'm actually courteous and nice. And I'd say, this is what I normally say when they said, when's this going to launch? Oh, well, we already launched. What do you mean? Well, We did already launch.
Yeah.
Now we're waiting for our first paid product to be completed. There's one more big test coming this Tuesday, as y'all know, right?
Yeah.
And it's very important that everyone on this right now that's listening shows up on Tuesday. Is it one of those days that you might want to take off your job for work if you can? Yes. And I don't ever say that. If my old work heard me say that, they'd think that Chris is insane because I never miss work for nothing. But I'm telling you right now, if you have a vacation day or you can call in a sick day, that's another very important day. It's part of history. Now, I don't think necessarily we're going for a big number. I think we already proved to the point that we can do that and run steady with very small. There was no vibrations that I see. On my end, it was perfect. Some people, they didn't see things properly because they were on their phone. And if Red actually gave a really good explanation why they weren't seeing it, you got to scroll up a little different on the phone, but the world right now is they go through their phones. That's what's happening. So it is important to listen. I can't remember when Red made it. Look on his YouTube and he's teaching you if you're on your phone and you didn't see the video, well, you got to scroll up and actually turn this on and it comes on. That's the worst, I think, for all of us. If we got a cell phone now, Ash does not want us to be on our cell phones when we're on Zoom. You guys know that. Marty will tell you that. He told Marty, tell Chris to stay off the cell phone. That's because I have 50 million people texting me, Chris, hey, say this, do this. And I'm getting better at it. It's not so easy. I try to turn my phone off, but every once in a while, someone might say something important. If Ash, in the beginning, Ash was looking for feedback. So we were able to say, hey, this person's getting this person's seeing that. So it helped. But right now, you don't need no more help. They see exactly what's going on that motherboard. And let me tell you, those people are very patient because they're the ones that are putting in the 15, 16, 18 hours a day, making sure that that book is completely read through. So that's my thing on patience. If you're not a patient person, call me and I just might answer the phone and I will teach you about patience because until you're patient enough, I'll know. Then I'll finally answer that phone. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hey, could I just say something about the phone? Now, actually, I was on two devices the last OConnect that I was on, and one was with my computer, and I have that hooked to my 55-inch television screen, which was incredible to watch all the video and everything on. But I also was on my phone, and the thing that I learned, we always criticize that things don't work so well on the phone. I'm telling you though, it works great on my phone, and even the picture is beautiful, even though it's small. I got that on the big 55-inch, but even the picture, my thing was I had to learn what to do on the phone. It's not that certain things don't work on the phone. It's just that maybe I have a later device that works just fine. I just didn't know, for example, how to get to the video. When Ash repeated a video last time, the first time I saw it, then he said, I'm going to replay that. And all of a sudden I went, well, wait a minute. How come I can't see the video now? Because I didn't know that all I had to do was simply swipe my screen up and boom, there came the video. But I didn't know that until I accidentally kind of went, oh man, where's the video? I got to figure this out. And I just swiped accidentally. And I went, you see now we have to learn how to use our device, and if it's a late model device, it'll probably work just fine. You just got to know what to do. So I don't know why I threw that in there, but I was just thinking of that from the last time we had our OConnect.
All right there, Mr. Twisty Treat. Ball's in your court, Marty.
Yeah. Hello, Marty.
Chris, what the freak do you have on your head, man?
That is one of my original boater caps. And it's windy in Michigan today. Hey, I look pretty good. Ask RobLynn how bad I looked this afternoon when I was tearing up my sun porch there.
Yeah, we went for a little tour of the
Lynn and
hospital.
Rob looked at me and they said, what happened to you? Oh, I haven't showered or shaved yet. Give me a little bit and I'll clean up. I clean up pretty good. Don't be jealous, Marty. I'll get you one for Christmas.
That's okay.
I don't know if they got a strap big enough for under your chin right there. I might have to get extra long laces,
Yeah, I think that one should be much tighter.
A minute and 12 seconds in, and they're at it again.
Yeah, really. I have my evil twin in the closet. I don't know. You guys better lock your evil twins up tonight.
He's been pestering me all day today. Every time I get something done, he's calling me. Every day, all day. What are you doing? I'm working. Still? Yeah, I'm still working. What do you want? Oh, okay. Look at him. Look at his face. He knows it. I'm not lying. He's pestered me all day today. Tell him the truth there, Martin.
Anyway, I'm going to ignore him for right now. But you guys talking about patience. I think
Patient, yeah.
I think what the biggest problem is, all of us are in something we've never seen in our lifetime. I mean, not even close. We all have imaginations. We all think we know. We're pretty sure we know. We're taking a wild guess. No, we don't know. So first thing, get that in your head. You don't know. Do I have a pretty good view at where I'm at? Yeah, I'm blown away. Whatever level I'm at, I am blown away. I can see out pretty far as I can see. The view's unbelievable. And then as soon as I get everything focused in and I go, I can't believe this is what I'm in. I look up and there's another 20,000 feet ahead, above me. So be happy where you are. Be patient where we are. We know that Tuesday, if you read the words that were written, Tuesday is saying this will be the last free OConnect. What does that mean? That means we are going to be asked to buy OConnect. When that happens, it's going to the market. When it goes to the market, lights out. Absolutely lights out. You will not have time to think about patience. Okay? You won't even have the time to figure out what it means. Just do the right thing. And like everybody here, you can do whatever you want with Unpassive. You could take this luxury handmade car with the biggest engine in the world with a blower unit and drive it like an old man or old woman, or you could drive what it was made for. Full speed, 6 gears, overdrive, and let that baby fly. It will do whatever you want it to do. No doubt. You're not going to run this Unpassive engine down where it can't handle you. I'm telling you that right now. That's a joke. So, you know, and when you don't hear from Ash, and by the way, I hear from Ash minimum every 3 days. Not for the last week, I didn't. And I knew then we're at a different level now. We are, and he had said a couple of weeks ago, which doesn't matter and I'm passive. I don't know why people can't remember anything, but he had said towards the end, you're going to see me less and less because there's more and more to do. You're tying up loose ends. When you get this monster we call OConnect in place, and they do all the connecting of where it's going and all the stuff that none of us know anything about except Collins has an idea, it's so complex, it'll make your head spin. Anybody that says, I don't know why it's taking so long, reads too much Dr. Seuss, okay? You need to advance your book collection. You need to advance your thinking. Because even if you think, I don't get it, the word I don't get it means, yeah, you're right. You're completely lost. You're completely out of bounds. If you don't get it, be quiet because it makes you look dumb. Just take the ride. None of us get it. None of us get it. If they say they do, they're lying. I want to know, who are you then? What are you comparing it to? It's not Amazon. I wouldn't want to be an Amazon in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right now, we are the level of the biggest company in the world, which is Apple, when it had already been running 10, 15 years. That's where we're starting. We're starting at the top. Name a company that did that. Name one. Walt Disney took 98 years to make $1 billion. 98 years. Most of the other ones took 10 or 15 years to make 1 billion. We're having triplets. We're probably having triplet unicorns, okay? On day one, at birth. That's where we're starting. So when you say, oh, we're like this, we're like, no, we're not. We're like nobody. We can't compare to anything. And I know that's where people get wrapped up in, well, I don't get it. And of course you don't get it. You have no idea. We're playing a different game than's ever been played. We made the rules. We made the game. And we're introducing it to the world of business that's not used to it either. You think we're having trouble? I want you to be in the boardroom of all these other companies and the Fortune 500 companies, and they're going, what the hell just happened? Because it's not going to be funny to them. It's not about patience. They're going to look at each other and how did you let this happen? Where did this behemoth come from? You guys didn't notice it? Seriously. I mean, we're talking about companies that are going to have to spin completely around to even think about competing. Not compete. I mean, think about competing. Competing against Unpassive is not just money. Because if it was just money, we wouldn't be the name of a train station in Dubai. It's not money. It's who we are and what we're doing. Ash talked about it because people know who we are by what we did today. You want to know where I'm going? Follow me in that 1 24-hour period. I don't think you could unless you're Elon Musk, and he doesn't sleep either. You couldn't follow him. So don't expect to do a comparison. You're going to hurt yourself. If you get up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is compare. The only way you can compare is you had to have something like it. You eat an apple and you tell somebody, I love this apple. What's it taste like? If you're talking to the person that never had a freaking apple, I want to hear you explain what it tastes like. It makes sense. Well, it tastes like an apple. Never had one. What's it like? Was it like a banana? No, it's nothing like a banana. Is it like an orange? No, it's nothing like an orange. That's Unpassive. So don't compare. You're going to hurt yourself. There is no compare. I tried to do it. In fact, I did do it. I said, could you guys imagine starting with Amazon in the very beginning? What a freaking joke. I don't want to start with Amazon in the very beginning. He was in a freaking attic. Unpassive started on the highest floor in the world office of 151. That's where we started. Where the freak do you go from there? Well, you see what we're doing. The last contract he signed, Ash came on right at the end. I think he almost said something he didn't want to. We just signed a contract that's even bigger than this. So when you do the comparison and you don't have patience, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing me, you're embarrassing you. It's not about patience. Thank God above that you're part of something that you do not understand. And don't feel bad. No one does. You can look at Collins, you can look at me, you can look at everybody. They don't get it. Don't feel bad. Nobody gets it. Collins is a puzzle builder. He's trying to tell you what he knows from years and years experience, what it would take to get something that he has an idea what it might be like. And Collins is lucky if he knows 1%. So don't put yourself down. Nobody knows. This fat guy from New Jersey, I don't know. But I'll tell you, the view I have and the level I can see, I need oxygen. But as far as I can see out, that's how far above it is too. Endless. Where Ash is at is endless. You know why he jumps around in the chair? Because his view is massive. And he said, I can't show them all at one time. They wouldn't get it. But you guys take this ride. Don't worry about patience. Because when you see what opens, when this thing opens, you're going to forget about all this nonsense. You're going to forget, oh, can I get my 3? In fact, you're probably going to be telling your friends, oh, I feel like a jackass. I spent 3 weeks worried about getting 3. And I got 300 or 3,000 or 30,000 or 3 million. This could happen to all of us. The design of the company is set up. We are going to talk to the world. And everybody is coming. Not somebody, not maybe a few, not a vast majority. Everybody, some point in time, will turn on the computer and it's going to go right to Unpassive. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but the design is we will be the internet. And then people will be working with us. Nike will be doing advertisements on your page. they will ask Mr. Collins Manna, would you like to have an advertisement from Nike? Yeah, why not? Seriously, guys, think about where we're at. And I understand, oh, when am I going to get this? When am I going to get that? Forget it. Just be patient, whatever it is. But don't try to wrap your head around, don't feel bad. And you look at people and say, you're lucky because you know. I don't know shit. I know nothing. But what I do know will knock you out. It makes you can't sleep at night. As soon as I hear one more little thing, I realize
That's not the content.
oh my God. Seriously.
That wasn't a contest. That was just making sure Marty knew he may have had a slip of the tongue there.
Yeah, I know. But I throw out these words once in a while to get people's attention. We are very, very fortunate. And I don't care. No, you didn't meet Henry Ford. You met somebody who's going to have a bigger impact than that. Now, wrap your head around that. Wrap your head around walking up and shaking hands with Edison. It'll never happen. Doesn't matter. You're going to shake your hands with Ashley Farrell. Do I think they're the same? No. I think the impact is bigger. Not today, not tomorrow, but the foundation of Unpassive. Because you look and you say, why is he laying 6 feet deep concrete in the biggest launching pad in the world? And I can't see what it is because he can. People need to know that. What he sees, he can. You saw when he asked Muhammad Kamal, Muhammad, we got stuff coming, they can't believe it. He just went, they have no idea. It's big. It's real big. Don't worry about patience. Worry about what you want to do and spend the rest of your life living a real life and helping others. Look at the impact Chris has right now with all the people that gave money for that guy, William. The guy went from a dirt shack with no roof. He's got 2 or 3 buildings. He's building an outhouse for girls and boys. He built a house for a woman that is pregnant, doesn't have a husband. And let me tell you something. And then what do people do? They come in, yeah, but Chris, what about me? What about me? Listen to me. Chris is one guy. And Chris isn't helping William. Chris is helping 400 children. 400. The day will come, one of those little girls are going to grow up and meet one of Chris's grandkids and say, your grandfather started something. I went to college and look at me today. That's the seed of Unpassive. We're all going to be able to do that. I heard Ash tell me a story. I give away food and water. In fact, he was so important to him that the water he gave was cold. No joke. And he thought, with Unpassive, I could have 1 million people doing this. That's an impact. That's what he built this for. The best quality, the best technology, the highest artificial intelligence, that's a byproduct of what he really wants. Crazy. I want value, I want value. What CEO in his right mind would tell you, well, we don't have to make money on every product? Guys, if he walked into a boardroom and said that, all of the guys over 60 would be dead. They'd have a heart attack, and Ash would be looking for a job on Monday. They say, who is this freaking nut? We don't have to make any money on some of the products. That's what he said. We need to survive. But he's out to give 1 million Mother Teresas. Look at the impact one guy had and a few hundred founders. Imagine million founders. Papua New Guinea will not be the same. As said 6 months ago, the world will look different, physically different. Who the frick says that? Apple can't say that. Nobody in their right mind would make that statement because he's not in his right mind. He's in Ash's mind. He's in Unpassive. It's not the same as anything else. And I know people are going to watch and say, that fat guy in New Jersey's an idiot. You damn right I am. You damn right I am. Because if you think average, we would be average. We would just be okay. Companies, all the companies in the world still have a chance to be second. Nothing wrong with that. But that's where we're at. So when you talk about patience, nobody calls me about patience. ever. They're scared to death. Marty's going to say something I'm not going to like. You damn right I am. Don't hesitate. Call Chris. Call somebody else. Because I don't know everything, but I know enough that that thought is such a waste. You could be doing something else. I don't wait. Waiting to me is the biggest waste of time in my life. I do not wait. I make 2 or 3 videos every single day. Every day, 4 or 5 hours a day working on YouTube. Some people think I want to use YouTube. You want to use YouTube, you better work. You don't want to work? YouTube's a joke for you. You got to do something every day. If you already know Unpassive's coming, you need to run as fast as you can to keep up with it. You don't have to. Oh my God, don't go out and tell everybody, Marty said I got to work. No, you don't. But don't expect this level on day one and do nothing the whole time you're in. You're going to get there. It's going to take a little longer. I have no control over time. So if I don't, I have control over what I do during that time. And everybody here can do the same thing. You can sit back and say, well, isn't he lucky? Lucky's bullshit. Lucky's how hard you work. If you work hard enough, you'll be lucky. Ding, 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 ding. I know.
I'm not going to ring the bell again because now we've gotten 30 guesses on the background, and all I was trying to do.
Anyway, sorry everybody for that, but people know I do care. My vocabulary is short, so once in a while I throw a word out to get your attention, like bullshit. Anyway, yeah, I had to say it again because I couldn't think of another word again.
You said you just like trigger a lot in my brain.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm going to stop now because I'm about to drift off into some other planet. But it's only, listen, I don't believe in motivating. I think you can inspire people.
Yeah.
I want people to know that they don't need to know a lot to put a smile on their face from 6 o'clock in the morning and while they sleep. Because if you know what I know, and I know nothing, you're not going to worry about anything else. Not to do with money or where you're going to go or your bills, nothing. But if you want to do something, don't waste your time wasting your time.
Yeah.
Do not sit around going, when's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? Because when it happens, the next thing you're going to do, oh my God, I wish I'd have done this. While I was worried about when is it going to happen, I could have done this. Marty's not going to have to worry about that because I didn't sit there thinking about when is it going to happen, because that's bullshit. Anyway, I'm not going to say it again though.
Marty, let me say something. You know, Marty, you trigger a lot. At least what I've been saying, you know, in most of the webinar, I said instead to sit and wait, do something. Now we have the OES. Like Marty said, you know, the time that you take to start to learn the OES is now. You don't have to wait till that time, till when they said, all right, it's time for activation, it's time for this, and then you start to say, oh, how do I go? Where do I go? You know, you'll be calling people and say, go here, go. You don't even know where you are going. This is the time, you know, the time of sweet talk, all of those things is all over. Now is the practicality of Unpassive we are talking now. You know, we don't have to know anything or forget about the big picture. Ask yourself, who I am in Unpassive, in the ecosystem. What do I know in the ecosystem that will help me to grow my business? That is it. What do I know that will help me to grow my business? Like Marty said, you have to do something to go. You can't just jump and go, because the time that you want to know, honestly, there are resellers and customers that will come and know the ecosystem and blow up that ecosystem. Honestly, blow it up. If you understand ecosystem, you will not sleep. You can't sleep. I'm not talking about the product, just the ecosystem in front of you. What Mr. Ashford have put together. Every day when I look at it, I say, my God, I just wish everybody is seeing what I'm seeing in front of me. Every day, I talk to Bob, I talk to Oliver. They call me Trick. Every time I said, just take a look. Look at it. Everything in ecosystem is gold. It's gold. Whatever you touch is gold in ecosystem. And the time you want to know it, it will take you a lot. That's sometimes I cried. I said, please spend time. What? Ask yourself. Sometimes you can call Marty or text Marty. Marty, I don't understand marketplace. Marty will tell you what is the use of marketplace. What is the use of subscription? What is the use? Do we really know it? That is the magic about OnPassive. That is the magic. It's not there for fun. People will turn this thing upside down when they come. They will turn that functionality upside down because everything that Ash will build, paid product, they're all lined in there for you to start. It is automated. It's only click, drag, drop, done, and they'll send all the customer to your side. If you don't do it, honestly, it will be looking at you and you are looking at it. You don't even know what to do. This is the time. As founders, you need to know what to do. To drag it, drop, put it there, and then wait for OnPassive to do the rest. Mr. Ashbara will not hold your hand, put it there, and drag it. You have to pull it, and then they will see it, and then start to do the rest for you. It is automated, but you must do something. Please, this is the time. I will cry and cry. We are just close. This is the time. Go and know that functions. All those, that menu, all know it. When Marty used to speak, sometimes I would listen. I said, what? I pick all this from Marty. Honestly, I will not tell Marty. And then I think after that, they put it in the back office. There was that part, that bit. I told Oliver, I said, Oliver, have you seen it? It's there already. Pop up. Look at it. They just put all the diagrammatic, what you have to do. But it's like a lot of founders missed that particular bit. And then it was taken down. After, the pop-up, it was there. So this is the time. Know your business. That is your business because you will be on your own as founders. You will be on your own when the time will come. Like Mr. Ashford said, the time of Kumbaya is over. This is a big deal now. It's a big deal. It's crazy. Honestly, take your time and know it. Don't sit and wait until when they said go and start to click, then you start to get confused. This is the time, the moment. Get up every day, ask yourself, what is marketplace? What is my subscription? What is my order? Ask yourself that question. If you don't know, ask anybody you think is a leader or a founder that's plugged in. Ask that question. Don't take yes for an answer or no for an answer. When is yes, why yes, no, why no? They'll tell you the truth. So I'll leave it there, Marty. You just push my brain.
Well, Chris, you've been awfully quiet the last few minutes.
Because number one and number two are talking away. I'm going to let them have at it.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes I'm a better listener than I'm a talker, but I agree with everything they say. It's, how many in my lifetime, honest to God truth, I've never had an opportunity like this. I was not a person that jumped on computers and the MLM game. And I did looked at a few things here and there, but I never really got into it like most people. I spent my whole life working like I did. I never really paid attention to this stuff. I didn't believe in the quick, get rich. And I still don't believe in it. I believe to become successful, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes lots of sacrifices. And this is the straight up truth. We don't have to do any of that. The sacrifices are being made by the Mafara family, his wife and kids. The sacrifice is being made by the people they get paid, but that are working around the clock to make sure everything is perfect for all of us. All right. We don't have to sacrifice nothing. What? We sacrificed, so we went on some Zooms. We sacrificed because we went out and talked to people because we wanted to help change their lives. And some of them believed us and some of them didn't, but we still went out and did it. That wasn't a sacrifice. That was, hey, I got to do something about it. We all believed in this thing. We all seen what the capability was, the potential, and it's changed. In the beginning, we talked about numbers and percentages. I still look at the numbers and the percentage just because you have to look at it that way sometimes. The world population was enough for me to say, wow, I know what happens when something new comes out. But I also know when something new comes out that really is blowing everybody away. Now, did people see what we seen? We didn't even see what we were seeing. And like Marty was just saying, I never really thought, okay, I waited my biggest thing is, I can't wait to see how connect. All the rest of the stuff, I'm like, okay, but I'm still blown away by all the things he's got in the free 3 products. It's just not a name. You cannot go by just the name. Every one of the products should be called, oh, wow. Oh, holy maracorolis, but we got to have names. We got to have other people understand. I don't think Ash Mafara had to rebuild the wheel for everything. I think he just looked at things and said, wow, that's nice, but boy, can we do a hell of a lot better. Heck of a lot better. And I believe that, I don't believe it. I know that's what he's doing. And people say, how do you know that? Have the privilege to see a few things before a lot of other people, which was always cool. But when I got on O-Connect was a surprise. We got on there. No one's seen it yet. We've seen some pictures. That was it. But when I got on there, I was like, I've been waiting for this. And the very first time I was on, I was saying, I'm trying to break it. Let's all sing happy birthday, if you remember. I think Lynn and Rob were on there. And see if it, on Zoom, it cuts you all off. And we sang, and it was perfect. And Ash had that look on his face. I told you. That's the look he was. And to me, that was beautiful. And I'm thinking, that passed my test. And we knew nothing at that point. We know that he was trying to get people. He was having some bottleneck problems. Give me some time. I'm going to fix that too. And he did it. Now, come Tuesday, is everything going to be perfect? I thought it was perfect the first time I saw it. I'm sorry. Did it work for everyone's computer or phone? No, because I still say it. The internet is no different than a car motor in the middle of winter. It's got to warm up a little bit. You don't just get in your car, start it up when it's 20 below and hit it. You're going to blow a rod right through your engine. All right. But I still think because it's going global, guys, it's not one little wire and Ash says, okay, let's take our entire products and shove it out in this little bitty wire. And it's going to go to Collins. And because Collins is a techie guy, he's going to spread it out in his little wires. Hey, man, this is a global thing. Think about it. How many of you right now could actually say, okay, I know exactly how when I talk on a YouTube, how it goes out to anyone that wants to see it. Do you know how to do that? No, you don't. Maybe Collins might. Matter of fact, probably 10 years ago, Collins said, how do we do that? You know what I'm saying? But think about it. We were amazed at the telephone when John, because of his age, probably remembers a lot of stuff like that where new things were coming in. I remember we didn't have color TV, and when it came in, I was blown away. I was the first one in my neighborhood to have a cell phone, and I showed you big boxes. Now, John, think about the just remote controls. My neighbor had what they call the party line.
Right.
He shared a phone line with another neighbor, and it was like Lucille Ball, if you ever seen that one. Hey, I got to go. I'll call you later just to get on the phone. And it was really weird. But if you really look at technology, none of us can figure this out. There's no way in God's good green earth that I had any clue or how anything worked. I remember we were late in my father's house. He didn't believe in air conditioning because had a pool. You're hot, you go jump in the pool. I don't care what time it is. I got news for you. I worked in a hot plant for 32 years. I got to have air conditioning. It was a luxury. When I first got air conditioning, I'm like, my whole life, no air conditioning. And then I had to work in the heat. Air conditioning to me was like, oh my God, the greatest thing ever. How can you even live without air conditioning? Refrigerators. Now, John's not this old. Back, they used to put a big block of ice in there. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. He's I don't know. You're not that old. You're what, 70?
No, not quite. My dad used to deliver ice, though, when he was a kid.
There you go. You got to just look at technology, man. It's this is something that has to be born because it's gone way too long, and it was basically uncontrollable. People had ideas, but people didn't back then. Been used for a long time, especially in the astronauts world, I would say. But did they really know how to focus in on it? They really didn't. I believe Ash Mafara, through his wisdom and knowledge, through his individual clients and staff, said, we could do this. Let's do this. And I don't know Marty's been showing some pretty cool videos about what AI does. I started studying it, thinking, oh my God, there's no reason. Listen, there is no reason to study AI because pretty soon you're going to be living it. And you probably are living it right now. You just don't know it. But you're part of something. You're part of something that's going to turn you into something that probably never would have happened in your lifetime. What is the cycle of life? We're born, we go to school, we might go to college, we get a job, we get married, we have kids, we work 30 terrible years. Watch our kids. Oh my God, I got to work 30 more because I got to pay for my kids' college. It's a stupid, dumb circle. I'm sorry. There's no reward in working 30. You know what my reward is? I wake up in the morning and I can hear my back crack 14 different times. Crack, 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 crack. This is something totally different. Never, and all of us on this panel have done a lot of work for Impassive because we believed in it, but nothing like I did. This company has never split my skin open. I've never had to get stitches. Yeah, my back was sore because I sat on a chair for a long time. That's my own fault. I should have stood. But it's never made me sweat. I've learned to be the most patient person in the world because you have to be. Listen, everything that's coming at you, I understand the excitement that you want to get it going, especially people that are hurt. We all understand that. Don't get me wrong, we do. But I'll say it again. It's one of my favorite things I like to say. If you are in one of those situations right now and you did not have Impassive in front of you, you'd be in a lot worse situation. Impassive is coming to help you. Impassive is coming to take away the struggle. And people say, how can you say that? I said, because I know. All right. When you get on a bike, if you get on a bike and you see the tires are low on air, you don't go ride that bike, right? You fill up those tires with air. That's what Impassive is. Ashma Farce is looking, well, we don't have full capacity in our tires to ride yet. So it takes a little longer because Ash wants to make sure that tire is at the perfect point before we start riding that bike. He doesn't want anyone to fall off. All right. And AI is telling that bike now. I'm surprised we don't have a self-driving bike. No one ever thought about that. Well, we got self-driving cars, but no one thought about a self-driving bike. How cool would that be? That's a pretty good idea, actually. Now that it just came in my head, but I don't care about flying cars. I know they're coming. Am I excited about it? Oh my God, yes. Since I was a kid, I wanted to be a Jetson, and I'd get in a little spaceship and fly all over the place. That's coming. Will we see it? I think we'll see it. But guess what's going to be driving those little Jetson flying cars? Artificial intelligence is going to be driving all those cars. That's the honest to God truth. Most of everything in the world in the next 100 years is going to be driven or taught by artificial intelligence, which was taught by people like Collins, who got in there and was coding it all. All right. He says, here's an encyclopedia. Here's what you got to learn. AI goes through it in 10 seconds. Collins looked like he's a genius because he just fed some information into this machine we call artificial intelligence. That machine picked it up in 3.5 seconds, read the whole book, now understood it, now is exploding with information everywhere. Remember this, man or woman or men are the ones that are feeding artificial intelligence first. It's a super student. It's a kid way beyond his time that can learn instantly. And then he can inject everything to the world. Check out internet. You can get on every day when me and Marty talk, we'll say something Robin or Julie will say, hey, did you bother Googling? Oh my God, Google. We got to remind ourselves at the touch of a finger, we have every bit of information we want. You can ask the internet anything, or Siri or Alexa, whatever they're called these days, and they're going to give you an answer or direct you. When I was a kid, if I had that, oh my God, I tell you what, I would have had straight A's in school because I would have learned so much. That's the honest to God truth, guys. You are in something that you're not stressed out. You shouldn't be. The only reason you're stressed is because maybe you got going through some hard times. I'm sorry about that, and I pray for you, right? You don't have to sweat about it because you don't have to do nothing. If you want to do something about it, you can. That's called make a post or talk to your neighbors or friends. No big deal. You're talking to them anyway. And like I said, if you don't like someone, Go tell them about it passive, because the good thing is they might not believe you and walk away, and you got rid of them for good because they'll never talk to you until it launches. But they'll come back. Just remember that. You look at Casey Zevenberg.
Zevenbergen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Casey Zevenbergen.
Sawadee, Krupp. Sawadee.
Marty, Chris, John,
What's happening? I got to look at him.
Collins.
close.
yeah.
How are we
Another old guy. Oh,
Easy old guy stuff.
He's got a cool voice, though, man.
there's a couple old guys you're only talking about. Hey, you know what? I wanted to say something when I was listening to Marty and Chris. I was thinking there's something we have to inform or get other people to realize. I have a situation when I talk with folks a little bit about our ecosystem, for example. People are afraid to join anything, or the fact that we have the whole concept of you can't get anything in on passive. You have to come through a founder, and the place that you have to get it is in our ecosystem, and they're a little bit leery of what is this? What do you mean? What's this ecosystem place? What's that all about? And I think we have to get people to understand we're unique in many ways. Okay, on passive, we're unique, but there's something about the ecosystem that's very similar to things that they're doing every day already on the internet. For example, you got Microsoft, you got Google, right? Okay, well they don't have an ecosystem, but they have a place. Well, like I say, our ecosystem is kind of like the mall or a place where you could hang out to find things. Okay. Now you got Google, you got Microsoft. Microsoft has Microsoft Store. Google has Google. Is it called Google Workspace? Okay. I find myself there in those places quite often over the years. For example, I pay money to those places for not everything, but for some of the things, whatever they have in these places. Like if you're in Google Workspace, where do you think you could see Google Maps or even YouTube or different things that Google has? So I try to tell people, don't be so afraid of what we have, this ecosystem place, that if you sign up and you register for on passive, you're suddenly going to have a place where, yeah, you could go there. It doesn't mean you have to go there all the time or you have to be joining something. It's just a place that if you are there, you can see what's available to you. It's like a shopping mall that you're hanging out in. I just keep trying to say that to people because that's where we're like some of these other places, even if we're unique, like I said, but that's where we have a place where people can simply find out and see what's available to them. Some things are free. We're going to have more things that are free than a lot of these other places, but it's really just a place, a mall, where you can find what we have to offer to people. I hope I make some sense there, but I find that I'm trying to get people to understand that you're not joining anything. You're not getting tied in or pulled into anything. It's just there. It's already in other places all over the internet. Relax. It's okay. I just wanted to bring that up tonight. So maybe some people that are around or might listen to this might get the idea that we're not trying to hook anybody into anything or join up into anything. It's just a place to come and see what we have to offer. So that's all I'll say about that.
Oh no,
Let's hear from Casey. Or go ahead, Marty.
You're right, John. But here's the thing. You'll find that 1 million people will come into OnPassive, the OES, and have no idea they're in OES. None. The reason they might come in will be mail, or they might come in for something else. They don't know, nor do they need to know, that they're in something, that they're surrounded by something. What they're really going to see is they're going to be running mail, and they'll be walking down this hallway, this mall that we call the ecosystem. And as they're grabbing stuff here and here, by the time they realize this is an ecosystem, they're well established that you don't even have to say, hey, get used to where you're at, because where they're at, they don't know. Like, I'll give you an example. The first 20,000 people I invited to OnPassive, I never mentioned the name. Never. I said to people, I knew what people didn't like. Are you sick and tired of making a list? Yeah. Do you like calling cold calls? No. Blank, 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 blank. Everybody says the same answer. Of course they don't like it. What if there was a company that did this, and this? They could give a rat's patoot what the name is. They came in, and then I would introduce, this is the name. But at that point, they made the decision to come in because of what they're getting, not what the name was. You're right, name scam, ecosystem. What the freak am I getting wired into? But you'll find that people will come in to the ecosystem by the millions, and they won't know what they're in. That's just like if you invite, let's say you invited 50,000 people to come in some free version, which would be very simple, by the way. Once they get in, there's a hand that's going to grab them. It's called AI, very subtle. And it's going to tiptoe through the tulips and show them all the things that they can have if they want it. And while they're doing that, they're going to look over in the corner and they're going to see money. It's going to be called O coin. There's going to be $10 in it. And they're going to say, for me? For what? Just for being here. All psychologically, people are going to go, okay, now the stress level starts lower. Then what do? They become consumers. What do consumers do? They buy things. They buy things because they need it or they want it. Somebody's buying Zoom. Somebody. After spending 10 grand a month on Zoom, who struggles to get 20,000 people. You start offering this stuff without saying it. As you're walking, people are going to say, wait, I used to use that. I quit. It's too expensive. How much is this? Then they get in, they say, well, wait a minute. I'm going to share this. Oh, by the way, if you share it, we'll give it to you. What? In fact, if you really want to share it, you push this button and you can become a reseller. All of this stuff is going to come to them through AI. That's the power of this. You're not going to get follow-up emails. You're not going to get somebody knocking on your door. You're not going to get a cold call. I'm going to drive people down this road. They're going to come into on passive. Most won't know it. And AI is going to take them and wine and dine them until they do what they normally do. And it's called consume. If they consume today or 6 years from now, I'm going to get a commission. And so is anybody that I'm with. That's the power of this. In MLM, you have to get that buck. You have to get that money. And on passive, it's not necessary. You just got to let people know where they belong. They belong in on passive. Why? It's the best deal in the world. I'm not telling somebody to go buy food. I don't have to. They're going to buy it. I don't have to tell them to buy OConnect. Why? I didn't tell them to buy Zoom, and they are. They're going to look for the best value. Ask goes, here's the best value. And he doesn't have to tell them to do anything. Oh, what? By the way, while you're here, we're going to give you 3 things free. And when you see what they are, you're going to crap yourself. Because you could sell them. Get the bell ready. I feel myself not being good.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not. I'm good. But people will see what they give away free. Psychologically, it's going to blow this thing out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
You go look right now, and this I'm telling you, I made a lot of trim URLs. Many. Every trim URL you make, John, it comes with a QR code. Every single one. And not only that, check this out. Every link you make, and you can't make too many, it's free, comes with its own dashboard. It opens up into a full page and tells you everywhere that link has been. Who clicked it, when they clicked it, what time they clicked it, what browser they were using, were they on the internet, were they using a phone, did they do it with a laptop, did they do it with Firefox, did they do it with Chrome and all? That is a trim shortener. That's all it's supposed to be. It has all that extra stuff, and it costs a whopping $0.
Freeze up.
Lights out.
Let's go over to Casey, if we may, and then we'll go.
Yeah, we got somebody visiting us there too.
Yes.
Lori Lund.
There's Casey with the broadcast voice. Go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, thanks, John. Look, it's good to be here. Hello, everyone. We're talking about patience. I guess that's the subject this morning, patience. Well, I've certainly had a lot of patience. I've been in over 4 years, and I've enjoyed the whole trip from start to woe. And what's coming up is just amazing. I'm so excited. I hear Tuesday they've got another O Connect, so I'm really looking forward to that. There's so much excitement. Where we're going from there is just unbelievable. Like you say, Marty, we only know 1 or 2%, so I'm quite excited about finding out the rest. So thank you for having me here, and have a great evening, guys. It's only morning here. It's 20 after 8.
When you told me, Casey, you didn't know if you're going to be able to make any of these, and then you were there at the first one. I almost fell out of my chair. So we're very grateful to you, Casey. We know it's.
I've been setting the alarm a bit. Been setting the alarm a bit earlier, Rob.
Well, it's very gracious, you kind. We appreciate it, and stick around a while. We can have up to, I think, 8 folks on here with us, and we'll try to contact a few more people. But in the meantime, let's say hello to Miss Lund.
Yeah.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Casey.
Turn
Hi.
yourself sideways. Can you turn yourself sideways? Oh,
Is that good? Oh, am I upside down?
the other way. Yeah, there you go. What? Oh, I don't know. It's not working right.
Is that good?
You're all right the way you are.
Oh, you mean like, let's see if it works.
Yeah, but it's not changing. It's not. Stay like that. That's good. Ah, jeez.
Sideways.
Now go back. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Hey, there was technology. I'll tell you what. I'm learning slowly.
Yeah. I'm
But
an old guy that's picked up on a little bit of technologies.
Yeah, I know it. And you know what? When the doors open up, the technologies that is going to pour is just going to be so overwhelming. I'm so excited for it. And like today, I'm out with my kids, and my grandkids, and I was petting goats and horses, and I'm thinking of Chris, and then Marty had come off and said something about a big donkey. I went, all right, I got to find me a mammoth jack and a Clydesdale. But
Yep.
anyways, I'm just ecstatic. I'm excited, and the anxiousness isn't. It's excitement with what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to blow up the world. I'm so excited, and then watching Chris with the kids, and I had, I'm struggling working every day, but I had to be part of that too. I got at least a little bit in there, and that just tugged at my heart, and I cannot wait to give more, and it's just I already want to help so many now. So, but yeah, I've been here for 2 years now, and March 14th was my second year birthday for the passing. And Ash said a long time ago, because I started digging in after I first got in, and he says, don't miss the show. And I've been on every webinar, and I come home and jump on everything I can, and I haven't missed the show, and I've watched everything grow, and all of us as family and friends, and and just I've been talking to Armin up there in Canada. He's a sweetheart to have, I tell you. Yeah.
I talked to Armin myself. He couldn't get. We were trying to get him on here. He had a little trouble, so Armin went off to have some coffee. I don't think he's going to be with us.
Lori, the greatest thing, Lori Lund or Marty always tells, I'll be riding that big Clydesdale. I can't wait to be riding that Clydesdale. And the first time in history, Marty, a jackass is going to be riding a jackass. It's going to be unbelievable. Let me tell you. Ring the bell, Rob. Ring the bell.
Hey,
you guys are killing me here.
I can't wait to go shopping and get that Clydesdale.
I saw they just had 4 baby Clydesdales about 2 weeks ago. There's 4 new pups or whatever. What is a horse called? A colt?
A colt, or yeah, or a filly, or
What about a pony?
These were almost half
A-
as small
a
as
Shetland. Ponies are mini-sized ponies. So you have miniature ponies, Shetland ponies. Then you got your medium-sized ponies from every which way, Welshes, and I had a Gallicino pony. That was a Spanish Gallicino, which is rare. But anyways, but no, I'm just I can't. I'm taking the day off again. You know, I took the last 3 days off before, and I'll find a way. I'm taking that Tuesday off. I was waiting for the day, so he already knows when I say I'm not working because OConnect is on. But he's a founder too. I made my boss a founder because when I quit, you know, I might lose business.
We tried to get a hold of John Boutakis and bring him along too, Casey, but last thing he said to me was bite me, so I don't know if he's coming along or not.
Huh. What's Lynn doing? Hey, say something to us, Lynn. You're so quiet looking down there at your notes.
Oh, I'm bringing people to the panel.
Yeah, I just want to add to what Marty said. You know, John, when you talk about the ecosystem, you know, a lot of founders, let me say, lot of people that will be coming to OnPassive will come seeing only the product as a standalone product. They will not see like the ecosystem, because when people are coming, what are they coming for? They are coming based on what they want. They shop, like Marty said, they shop, they go around. And remember, the internet is so crazy. You know, the moment you go into the search engine, you search, what will you see? Products. They'll be seeing all that, all this. Some of them will not even know it's OnPassive products. Because there are products that I never ever knew it's Microsoft until I started using it. They say, oh, you have to pay this amount. Then discover that you have to pay. It's a Microsoft product. So that's how they will see OnPassive products. We know OnPassive as a company, as founders, but the majority of customers that will be coming, they'll be coming based on what they want, what they've been searching for. Remember, it's not only for normal users. Businesses will use it. It is a solution for businesses. Whatever size the business are, they will come for the product. We're talking about old staff, accounting, all of those products. There are products that maybe some of them will not even know them. Marketplace. So most of those companies, they will come in. When they come, they search, they go, they do their search, and they say, right, this is the product I want. They go and they click on it, they pay, and then they are in. That's when they will see something different. The system will just open to the world of, you know, what they'll be seeing. They'll not even know it's an ecosystem. Oh, this is an ecosystem. My goodness, I can see this, and that. But they come in for one, and then they see the whole ecosystem. Most of the people will be coming for the free products, all mail. You know, some will be coming for ONet, because those who are really lovers of social media, where would they go? They'll be looking for something different from what we already have. They will see ONet. When they come, what will they see? OMail, OTrim, like Marty said. OTrim is a game changer as well. You know, they have part of OTracker. That's what some of the people don't know. They have part of OTracker in OTrim. When you talk about that, the heat map, when Marty talk about the heat map and all of those in the dashboard, where you can see where people are doing all the clicks. If you want to try, just go, you know, shorten a click. You are reporting there, share it, let people click on it. You will see everywhere people are clicking. Everywhere shows you. And what will happen is really good for marketers, marketing company, because they want to know where their customers are coming from. So they can pay attention rather than wasting resources all over the place, train money all over the place. They know this is where we can put our money and get the best out of it. That's heat map. You know, it's a game changer. So, and customers, a lot of people will come. You know, what is coming is just like crazy, because what we have is something that has never been done before. People are struggling with some of the products out there. Company pay a lot of money, they buy something, they look and see it's not good enough, they throw it away. And when you've tied, especially most companies, it's not like individual user where you go monthly. Most of the companies, they go for 1 year, 2 years contract. The moment you sign that contract, you cannot terminate it. Else you pay everything. So they'll wait for that 1 year to elapse. And they say, no, we don't need it anymore. So where would they go? OnPassive, our price. our products sophisticated. Everything is just there for them because Ms. Alfred saw the gaps. As Oliver always said, saw all the things in the market and said, what if we make it better? You know, it's only those who have done something like Mr. Ash who've used it and then discover that, you know what, it is not good enough. Why can't we do something better? Something that will really help. So it's just about humanity. As Chris Johnson always said, humanity. OnPassive is built for humanity to help business that are struggling. We are now in a climate where people are really struggling. Company business are closing every day because what they are using is not good enough and they are paying a lot of money. So just think if they come to OnPassive and use this product, something that will even help them to grow their business, make their business better, where they can get more, you know, they can get everything, pay their employees, you know, help a lot out there, run their business the way they want. Think about, we are talking about Obless here, think about charity organization, those healthcare, the struggle sometimes to take care of the elderly. Just imagine they come to Obless. Just imagine what Obless would do. They can provide better health services. Sometimes government even struggle to even maintain some of the healthcare system. Just imagine what will happen if they come in and they use Obless. It will be crazy. It will just be crazy. And look at what, like Marty said, Chris Johnson is doing. What Chris Johnson is doing is just to show us the way. Most of the founders, this is the right way to do it. You know, he cannot do it alone. He cannot help the whole world, like people call it. There is the way that, you know, this is what founders should start to think about doing when the Apple start. So we can have how many? 1.4 million Chris Johnson doing the same thing, emulating the system, replicating what Chris Johnson is doing. That's all. That's it. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm so fired up. I can talk to you.
Yvonne, welcome.
Look, we got somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I've just been watching and just smiling and giggling to myself. Sometimes my mom will come in and say, "Why are you always laughing? You're listening to one thing or the other." I say, "Mama, you don't know. You don't know, because where I am so grateful." And you know, I'm listening, touching, talking about technology for an adult like me for the first time. This is like a dream come true. Auntie Lynn will bear me witness. Rob will bear me witness. Collins will bear me witness. I've been running after them. To know that an 11-year-old girl who was born in that little village in Cameroon became the very first female child for more than 10 years with a bachelor's degree, where I survived in the place where other little girls never made it. I am so more than grateful that God has sent Mr. Ash Mufara our way. In my culture, they said, my grandmother taught me that when you wash your hands clean, you can dine with kings and queens as a child. I'm not a child per se, and I cannot even say I have really washed my hands clean, but somehow, God has sent Mr. Ash Mufare and people like you guys to help me wash my hands clean, to be placed in a position where I am able to go back to that village, not just that village, but all over the world, to carry the mantle that my grandmother placed in my hands to say, go to the world and help all the children of the world and the women so that they can become like you. And I am bent on doing that. I am so grateful that this kind of opportunity has been given to me so that I can begin to educate. I've been trying, writing books and doing whatever it takes to help, but it's not enough. But God ushered me into the hearts of Mr. Ash Mufare and all of you leaders here. You are my kings and my queens. Mr. Marty DeGarmo, I stalk you all the time. Everything that you say, I pick onto it. I write it down. I have sent you an email. Maybe you've not seen it. I am still after you, and I will come after you. Chris Johnson, I'm coming after you. I have been going after Auntie Lynn and Rob. I've been going after Collins. I'm sure they know me by now. Brother John, I call you Uncle John because that's my uncle. He's been helping me. Everybody, you will hear from me because where I am, if I don't get the best, then I have an accountability to give to God who created me, because what I went through, no child living should ever be made to go through, but I went through and I survived. And that is a gift for me now to use it to impact the world. I don't know technology. Sometimes I'm afraid to touch the button. I say, Auntie Lynn, are you sure? I'm not going to break this button. I don't want to touch it now. But now she has encouraged me, and Collins, I'm always calling, writing. I said, can you teach me this, please? And I am ready to learn, and I'm learning every day, and I'm going to learn. Please, Brother Marty, please, you are my mentor. I want you to be my mentor for life. Please, I'm going to write you an application. I will fill the application out and send it to you. Please. Thank you so much for letting me in here to talk. I'm so grateful to all of you. Chris, I have been texting you too, bothering you a lot, but I'm not going to leave any stone unturned, because this is not a joke. What Mr. Ash Mufara is doing, sometimes I get up at night and I jump out of nowhere, sleeping, and I would just be thinking, what kind of a man is this? What kind of a man? But I don't have any answer. It's only God who knows why. We will not sleep well or leave this world well if we do not utilize every opportunity that this man has given us to also help other people. I work with Ramsey County here in Minnesota. I got injured 9 months ago. I've been home. I had a brain problem. I've been home for 9 months. But by the grace of God, it looks like sometimes God pushes you away from a place and hurts you to make you to go somewhere where you'll get better. Because if I was not injured, I would still be at my job, which is a journey of the broke. That is the meaning of the job, a journey of the broke. I would not have been attending these webinars. I would not have been doing a lot of other things. I would not have even spoken to Mr. Ash Mufara for the first time during the Canadian meet and greet. I would not have had people like you guys teaching me. But now I am here. I'm doing everything. I am doing it. Every day, morning till night, I'm sitting right there, right here. I'm doing everything. And thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you.
What's coming up at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Okay. Okay. It's One Global Movement. It's a movement, a show that I created to go around the world, to educate all children, to inspire, to uplift all the children, everybody, but more so focusing on the children, because children, they don't know better because we did not teach them better. And if we don't know better, then those children will not know better. And so I am inviting all of you. I want you guys to come and speak. You are the masters. Come and speak on my show, please. Mr. Marty, Chris, the first person that blessed the show is Collins. And then Auntie Lynn is the one behind me doing everything. And Divina, the master artist, the graphic designer. And Rob helped me yesterday to form my club. And guess what? I have formed 15 already, Rob. So just so you know. So
what? 15 clubs?
Yes. Yes.
Holy smokes. That's good stuff. I'm glad.
Yes, but thank you guys so much. I'm inviting each and every one of you. Come every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be writing some requests to everyone. I need you guys there so that together we can build the children of the world. Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. If not of education, I would not be speaking here today. Education opened the doors to freedom and success for me so that I can tell my story and use that unique story to also be a voice for the voiceless. Thank you.
Thank you. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Hey, Lynn, I'm not sure, but there's somebody in the chat, the YouTube chat named Michael Scott. And he says, I'd love to be on the panel. Since I joined January 24th, 2019, it's been an amazing trip to financial freedom. There were only 11,302 folks in. I became number 11,303. Incredible. Go on passive. Is there any way you can contact Michael Scott to give him a link, or you know him at all? Maybe he's in Messenger. You could yell at him from here. He could hear you. He's watching.
Yeah, I messaged him, but he hasn't responded. Michael, just look at your messenger message. I already messaged you a few minutes ago.
You got to realize who you're dealing with here, John. She's way ahead of me anyway, and it looks like maybe you. She messaged him 6 minutes ago.
Oh, well, hey, at least I saw it, though. I'm not that far behind.
Oh, we appreciate you doing that very much. And if anyone else would like to hop on the panel, we can put 2 more on.
Okay, we have Gemma. She's
And you can always knock me off because I actually have a meeting in a little while with the audio book people. I'm just holding off on that right now.
Are you studying at least? So you ready?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm getting ready. It takes a while to be able to read an entire book and make it sound, worth listening to. So I'm working on that. And we're just about to get started to actually make the recording, but we haven't quite started yet. So I'm still getting back and forth with the folks, and we're having meetings, and I'm rehearsing myself. But we're just about ready to actually make the recordings. It'll be a few more weeks probably before it's completely finished.
All right, sounds good. If you don't mind hopping off, we've got 2 more to add on.
Go ahead and knock me off, and you can bring somebody else on. That'll be good. That's good. And I can say goodbye to everybody. And I was glad to be here. This was really great.
This is fun. We got to do this more often. And Marty, you were right when you text me earlier. We need to bring on more and more people. It's really.
I have a question, Yvonne. How do I get the link to be there tomorrow?
I'll send it to you. Just give me your email address, please. I'll send it to you.
Chris is coming too.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to tell him. Wait a minute, Chris, you're going too.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I will.
You're welcome. He couldn't wait. But you don't need to say anything. I'll talk for you. Yeah,
Can
we'll
I send
be there.
the information to you, Chris, through your phone number? That will be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he'll take care of it. Chris, you just leave your mic off and do what you're told.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to jump off. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to get off.
Thank you, Uncle John. Bye-bye.
And Casey, have you hooked up yet with Bruce Gerstein, who I guess has traveled to Thailand?
Say that again, please.
Oh,
Rob?
have you hooked up with Bruce Gerstein? I guess he had left the United States a couple days ago, headed for Bangkok.
Yeah, I've heard that he is here. I've sent him a message, but he hasn't got in touch yet. So I'm just waiting for him to contact me, and hopefully we can get together somewhere in my little town here. Hopefully he'll contact me soon.
All right, good. What town are you in, just so I know, if you don't mind saying?
I'm in the city of Pattaya.
Pattaya?
On the Gulf of Thailand.
Nice.
About 80 miles southeast of Bangkok.
Okay. Are you on the ocean or on a river?
Yes.
On the ocean. Oh, nice.
On the Gulf of Thailand, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
About 5 minutes walk to the beach.
Sweet. That is good stuff.
Lovely.
Lori, you're awful quiet. What say you, Lori? Unmute. Unmute.
I'm being quiet.
Well, sorta.
That's because I was muted.
You're gonna have that.
Anyways, I don't know. I'm just in a dreamland, I guess.
This is all
when
fun.
I get to thinking about it. Yeah. My kids, it's my kids, they just don't, nobody will look, and they just don't believe me, and I can't wait. It's gonna be a shocker to them. So
they better watch out. Grandma's coming to get them.
oh yeah.
Hey, Lori, we all got those people in our family. Trust me.
Oh my goodness, I'm just, it's that crow dinner that I'm gonna cook.
I'd serve it up raw, actually.
And I'm gonna wear my Bite Me t-shirt.
Oh.
It'll be chicken, of course, but I'm gonna get some crow feathers.
That's funny. That's funny. Good for you.
Yeah, I've ate a few pounds of crow in my life. It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
Hello, Marty. Have we been patient enough?
No. looking forward to Tuesday, Collins.
Oh, Tuesday is massive, massive. I read it. I went back and read it again, and I said, "This is something cooking underneath."
Well, we at that point we will have gone over 2 weeks since the last meeting, and usually when there's a big span like that, we get it's pretty exciting when they do come out. So,
Yeah.
and I know they've been as busy as ever. I know that for a fact. So there's a lot going on. It should be pretty exciting on Tuesday. I definitely would do whatever I could to be there for that, for sure.
Yeah, it's really. I'm looking forward to Tuesday. Honestly, when I saw it, I just said, "Wow, finally!" Because I was talking to Oliver, Bob called. I said, "You know what? There's a lot going on, especially the integration process, as talked about. That is really a killer, massive job."
Something this great and this big and this helpful, isn't going to come easy. There are no easy paths in unpassive. None. A good day for Ash is horrible. Really, a good day for him is horrible. They just come in different degrees. But he's so focused on what's coming, what it's going to create, that all the stuff in the middle, thank God, he just keeps tromping through it. We're very fortunate, because a normal person would not do that. And he's doing it for strangers. He doesn't know us. He didn't have to do that. He could have took friends and family and built this whole empire. But he didn't. He told me in the very beginning, he said, "You will draw people in that you're like." And look what happened. I don't know Yvonne. I know she's a great woman. I could tell 10 seconds after she talked.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people that shouldn't be founders, and it's not very long. They're not. They don't feel comfortable being here.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. You're dreamers. This can't be. Well, I'll tell you what. Some of the best speakers, some of the best human beings on the planet, people didn't believe them. Think about it. Nobody can convince everybody. That's part of the world. You got choice. But even the ones that talk trash or whatever, they're coming. You'll see them. They'll be the one with the crow feathers hanging out of their mouths, because they have to come. We're the only place in town. Eventually they have to come. And I don't care what they say. Some people, remember, I think some people get confused of negative with scared. People are scared. They don't know what to trust. So the easiest way out is to say something negative, only because they're afraid. Everybody does the same thing over and over and over. And then you'll see, once that guard comes down, they want the best thing for their family too. So I've heard of people, no, okay. I had a guy upset with me because I didn't talk him into it. Wait a minute, you're done? And I went, yeah. You're not going to try to talk me into it? No. He said, why? Well, if I have to sell you on it every day, I don't have time for that. I'm going to show you what's up. You either have vision with your heart or you only have vision with your eyes. I'm looking for people with vision in their heart.
Yes.
I've met a lot of people that have 20/20 vision, and they're completely blind. I'm not looking for that person. So I move on. It's a waste of time. You're not going to try to talk me into it? Nope. No time for that. You'll be in anyway. Well, that's pretty bold. I said, well, I meant it. I just thought it'd be better if you came in now. That's all. Eventually you'll be back. You can't pass up a good deal. You just don't see it. Can't do anything about it. Not going to try. I don't talk anybody into anything. It's a waste of time. You look at the people that you told this to, and most of them signed up pretty quick. They heard it, but they heard it here. If you go by this, most people are going to go, you're crazy. I heard somebody actually, hyping the company. And I said, whoa. I said, listen to me. If you walked up to somebody you did not know and you told him the truth about Unpassive, he's not going to believe you. So whatever you do, don't make it bigger than it is, because it's already so big that when you say it, people think it's not real. You have to dumb down Unpassive to get people to see it. Because you say, oh, we're in the Burj Khalifa, we own 2 floors, we have our name on a train station that gets 1 million visitors a day. We signed a contract with one of the biggest organizations in the Mideast, and we haven't brought in any money yet. They're going to put a straitjacket on me. They're going to flip me in a boat and send me off down the river. Nobody's going to believe that. But guess what? It's real. It's true. But you got to dumb it down. People want to make something bigger. You don't have to. Just say what it is. In fact, you can't say what it is. Just say less than what it is.
Speaking of
It's gonna
Les,
change life. Yeah.
Les Hudson's here. Say hello to Les, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hello, Les.
Marty.
Les,
I want to say, Marty, Chris, and Red, my 6-month-old granddaughter loves your lives. Every time she cries, I turn you on and she just quiets down and sits there. So she's your biggest little fans.
Wow.
Oh, no. I better start watching what I say, Chris.
Oh, you're putting Narelle to sleep, and now you're calming down babies. What's next?
Yeah, I know. She told me that, guys. I couldn't wait to tell her. Chris said, you put Narelle to sleep. I went, I don't know if that's a compliment. But yeah, I made fun of her. She was laughing.
Let's say howdy to Michael Scott. Come on down, Michael. Glad
Hello,
you're here.
everyone.
Hello.
How's everybody?
Hi.
Good.
How's my Unpassive
Right.
family doing?
This
It's been
family's
a
on fire.
Oh yeah, fire, right? It's been
Yes, sir.
a beautiful journey. Truly has.
Well, you've been
Like-
here
like I
since
said-
19, right? 2019.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. My buddy told me about it around that time. He got in July 2018. He didn't tell me until 6 months later because he wanted to make sure it was solid, and he said it's time to bring me in, and it's been great ever since.
That's good stuff.
I love it. Absolutely love it. We're going to change lives, one person at a time. Truly will. And it's not about us. It's about what we can do for humanity. I really, truly believe that.
Well, I think each day we're seeing that more and more. If you look around,
Yes.
what's going on with Chris and Marty and other people.
Oh, they're the best. So, Chris, Marty, my New Jersey brother, I'm in Union. About 45 minutes from you.
Oh, you should definitely go over and visit him, Michael.
Absolutely.
Like right when he goes on his live, knock on the door. Knock on his door.
Tea and coffee.
He ain't gonna let you in, but just knock on his door.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Michael, you could walk in my house in my live. I wouldn't even know it. It's like a jungle here. Are you kidding?
That's beautiful.
If it's not Shorty, it's the dog. If it's not the dog, it's the bird. If it's not the bird, it's your daughter. Wow.
RobLynn, how are you?
All right, we're good. Thanks for being here as often as you are.
Oh, thank you for accepting me.
We appreciate everybody being here. Whenever anybody can come on, it's great. And I think we're going to do a little more of this, where we get together as a family on air. I like the idea. Don't
Love
you,
it.
Grandma?
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun for sure. And Marty, I did take heed. I did not send Ash the link because I know he's slammed, as you've said.
We're Les Hudson. Let me see. I can't see you, man.
Yeah, my light's not very good here. Sorry.
Where are you located, Les?
Virginia.
What state or country?
Virginia. I'm like 30 minutes east of West Virginia.
Is that on the east side or the west side?
West side of West Virginia. I'm like right 4 hours right south of Pittsburgh.
You're gonna confuse
Are
Marty.
you off 81 there?
Yeah, right off 81.
I used to work in Ambridge, not bragging on that, but I did work in Ambridge in wintertime for a moving company. And man, oh man, I'm glad I'm in Florida.
Are you pretty close to Wheeling?
A couple hours away, probably 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you cross over when I would go out west. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to get together with some of you guys. It'd be great. I love this family. It's fantastic. I love to see some of you guys. I just can't wait for that to happen.
Marty, don't you think there's going to be some events, not just in the United States, but other areas around the world after things get fired up and really fired up?
Absolutely. We'll all be able to see each other. Obviously not at one time because there's a million of us, but he could go to any town, any city, and have tens of thousands of people.
I just can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah, Marty, don't you think there's going to be some events?
You got to turn off your audio, DJ. Welcome.
DJ. Hi, good morning from India.
Good morning, India in the house. Are we global or what, Marty?
It's very early morning. Hey, Chris Johnson, sir, and Marty, sir. This is DJ from. This is DJ from Hyderabad, Andhra, Telangana, India.
Nice. Woo, India.
Hi, RobLynn, ma'am. Very good, nice initiative. Very hardworking.
We're glad you're here, brother. Thanks for coming. So we were talking about patience and the wait and the journey. And what do you say about that, DJ? Anything about how patient are you?
Can you hear us, DJ?
May have a bad connection.
His silence is 1,000 words.
Well, he's patient, all right. He's so patient he can tell you how patient he is. DJ, can you hear us?
DJ in India, can you hear?
I don't think.
Hello. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
You're audible.
You're audible now. Can you hear us?
Thank you so much. And this is great opportunity and given by Lynn ma'am. I'm so happy and this is very happy moment for time. First time Marty sir and Chris sir, I'm lively. I'm talking with you and I'm seeing and all panelists who are already joined and Colin sir. What a wonderful Colin sir. Exactly. This is DJ and Marty sir. You know maybe Chris sir. Okay, I think Chris sir we are each other in Messenger. I'm DJ and since 3.5 years I'm Telugu YouTuber, which is where our Hyderabad company in India. So I am belongs to Hyderabad and Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. I'm Telugu YouTuber since 3.5 years and very hardworking and 14,000 subscribers I have. Everything proper information I'm converting to giving in Telugu language in my peoples in our Andhra. And in our Andhra, so many great leaders are there. And from beginning of my days, I grown up with Marty and Chris and RobLynn ma'am, all your dedication and all your valuable information and all your valuable ethics. So same, I think, carry forward to the here. So here the great opportunity we have in all over the world, especially in our state also. So many below poverty peoples are there. So definitely, as whatever the vision he came to into the world, to the planet. So definitely we are going to the change and we can reshape our planet. So definitely, and I hopefully say that over the below poverty level. So definitely they are going to change the level with only on passive. And recently I saw the where Seed Academy through by Chris Johnson sir. What a great achievement and a great initiative. So definitely it's very great moment and proud moment to lifting of humanity. I'm so happy. Marty sir, I'm so happy I'm seeing you. Very, very, very great. And please speak a few words about me. Thank you, Marty sir. Thank you so much.
Evidently, your reputation has preceded you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Marty, he wants you to say a few words about him, Marty.
Well, I know one thing, you're one handsome guy, that's for sure.
That's why I got my light cut off.
You look like an Indian What was his name from the 70s?
Actually, sir,
Burt Reynolds.
the early morning in India.
He does look like
He's an
Burt Reynolds.
Indian Burt Reynolds. Look at that.
Thank you. It's very early morning India. That's why just I wake up and I see the RobLynn ma'am live, and again I joined.
There you go. There you go.
We appreciate that, DJ, very much. Very much.
We all got to look good, somebody, right?
Thank you.
Chris, you look like Mr. Ed. I'm just kidding.
Hold on, let me turn around and show you what Marty looks like.
Get the bell. Get the bell.
Oh, Lord. God, look at Colin. Colin's like, he
And
loves it.
just
Colin's here a superstar too.
and
You know
just
what,
now
though?
we check this
Every time I make fun of Chris, Ash goes, leave him alone.
Hey, Ash and his
Keep going
wife
for it, Marty.
Dawn protect me every day. Dawn protects me, and so does Ash when Marty's a bad boy.
John Boutakis was going to come on with us, but it's lunchtime, and I guess he's got company. But he'll hook up with us the next time. The 8 o'clock time hasn't been so good for John because he works, day for I think a roofing company. So he'll be back. We'll see him again soon.
Hey, Lynn,
Yeah, Laurie.
if there's other people that want to come in, I'll let you know. I'm gonna bow out here, but anyways, I just love you all, and I'll tell you every day is just exciting.
That's for
All
sure.
right, love you guys.
We love you.
I'm going to do the same, Lynn. I'll do the same. Thank you.
This time there, at least.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Casey Evanberger.
You're the man, Marty.
Marty, you always
Good on
present
you,
as a
Marty. You
journalist.
too, Chris. Thank you, everyone.
I thought it was
And
just
I'll
always.
see you on the chat. I'll see you next time, Marty.
I
and
thought
you
it was
too,
always
Chris.
Casey Zevenberg. Remember, I always forgot the gin.
And you thought I was a woman first too,
Yeah, I
Chris.
did.
Remember?
That's the third one I thought was a. Well, now I found a woman or a man. I thought was a man. She's a woman. So unbelievable with my luck, I tell you.
It's all right, guys. Have a great evening, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Being here,
Bye,
brother.
all.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Marty. Bye. Bye.
Anytime.
Hmm?
Anytime.
Okay.
Right, we have a couple more people coming in a second.
Uh-oh.
yes, ma'am.
You want me to log out so a couple more can come in, Lynn?
We're good for now.
Okay.
We got.
Marty, you can see the smile of everyone, even on the chat. Everyone is so fired up for Tuesday. Can't wait Tuesday. I think that's the only time you test O Connect for free. So please just come and enjoy it.
I can't
As
wait.
long as you have the O-mail account, you're free to join and enjoy it.
Exactly. This is the last free session for us, all the attendees and all the founders. This is the last free, because there is a great secret behind that. Because next phase we are going for the commercial, so we have to purchase, we have to use it, and we can earn it. So great moment for the 21st March 21st Tuesday. So we are all
It's a
rocking
big
for
day.
this, and those who are in live attendees, they are getting big news from
Yes.
Hasher. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
It's
Let's
the
come and
beginning
enjoy
of
it.
something big. Yes.
Yeah, something big, something big.
Yeah. Can't wait for O Connect.
Do you think we can get record numbers on Tuesday? That would really be nice.
I believe so.
Yes.
I think so.
Yep. I think so too.
Two weeks without nothing, and people.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about patience. Yeah, I think it's going to be packed.
Yeah. Because the truth is we already have the platform to hold even. I believe O Connect can take even more than 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
I believe more. It's massive. It's really massive.
Wait until everybody sees the control panel.
That is it.
I can't believe I went from 63 years old to 12 years old in 1 second. panel popped up and I lost my mind. I forgot I was in the webinar. I'm not kidding. I looked out the panel and I go,
Yes,
oh my
Michael.
gosh, it sounded like an idiot. I'm in there clicking stuff. I hear Ash going, hey, maybe you want to do this, maybe you want to do that. I said, oh, whoa, calm down. I know what I want to do, right? Oh, I lost everything.
Hey, Melanie, we're glad
Marty, I couldn't even click. Some people click because I was so excited. I forgot even to touch the button. I was just like, what is this? Whoa.
Did you see Mike Ellis went into shock? Mike, he got the panel and he went, oh, I don't want that. He didn't know what to do.
I think I'm going to be scared, though. I'm going to be scared.
No, you'll be so surprised. You just hover the mouse over it. It tells you what it is. It's so cool.
It's because we are used to the old one, and when you see something new, you've never been done before, you just get confused. The first thing is you will be shocked to see all of those icons just pop up, and you hover over, you're just seeing things in front of you. So you'll be shocked. Honestly, I was really shocked. I said, all right, my goodness.
Passive is a one-click wonder.
Yeah.
One click can take you anywhere you want to go. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
So much time people are going to save. I mean, you could go in and run your business in 10 minutes, and then you got the rest of the day to do whatever you want. It's amazing.
I already wrote that down.
Yeah.
Brother Marty. On passive is a one-click wonder, Marty DeGarmo.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Yvonne, don't write down everything I said tonight, okay?
I do.
Let me double check some of those. Some of those got the cowbell. I don't want you to write those down.
No, they are good though. The other one is
Benny.
I have not met people with 20/20 vision and they are totally blind. I am looking for people with a heart, not a 20/20 vision. That's what you said.
What Marty said is true, because it's just like a single click. Most applications you can go like 3, 4, 5, 6 click before you get to where you are going. But on passive, they've just cut it and put it in front of you. So it's just one click, you are there. One click, you are there. Yep. So you don't have to go, you click this, get into somewhere, click that, get in somewhere, click. No, it's outdated.
Yeah, when I marketed, no kidding, I probably spent 45 minutes to an hour, just going from different apps I had to get to do a job, where on passive, it take you 3 minutes, max.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not kidding. And people think, oh, well, whatever. Trust me, people are going to come in and see exactly what they have.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we do. The masses will come in and go, oh my gosh, where has this been? I've been looking for this all my life. Yeah, it's going to be, and that goes back to trying to convince somebody. Somebody said something to me one time, about convincing. I said, look, do you think I'm a better speaker than Jesus Christ? No. He couldn't convince everybody either. So let's pretend that it just doesn't happen. You know who gets it as soon as you say something. I see so much. I had a guy say, hey, I keep calling this guy and he's just not listening. I'm going, 8 billion. 8 billion, what's that? That's how many people on the planet. You're worried about one guy?
Yeah.
Let him go. Move on.
Let's say,
so Dr. Benny.
Dr. Benny in the house. Talk to us, Dr. Benny.
Hello. Let me see.
And Melanie's back.
Yes.
Hi, Brother
Go ahead.
Collins. Hi, Brother Marty. Brother Chris. Brother Rob. Auntie Lee.
Gang's all here. More and more. We like it. Melon, okay. Mel's back. Okay. Henry's here. Henry Tucker. Hello, Mr. Tucker.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Lima Charlie, loud and clear.
How's everyone doing?
Not too shabby, as Lynn says.
Can you see me now?
We can see you and we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm at work.
Uh-oh.
But I just say I couldn't pass up this opportunity. Chris, mainly for you, Chris, you are doing a heck of a job, my man. I can't wait until them apples start falling because I've been where you are taking these kids. I was born without running water and a bathroom, so I know exactly what they're going through. And when them apples start falling, brother, you definitely got my back. I got your back.
Absolutely. Hey, nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet all of y'all. And you know what, Mr. Ash put me in the mind of? Moses. When Jesus sent Moses down there to tell Pharaoh to let my people go. So he sent us Mr. Ash. He said, let my people go. They're tired of living like this. We've got to change humanity, raise up humanity. And I'm all for it.
Amen to that.
Good stuff, Henry. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Mel, what's going on? We saw you clicked in and clicked out, and you clicked back in. What's up? Can you hear us, Mel?
I think the other guy's still talking.
Oh, yeah? I can't hear him.
I hear someone.
Mel, you probably can't hear us.
Well, see, we got a minute. I got to tell Dr. Benny, every time I see you on a Zoom, you light up the whole room with that big smile. And yes, I do have different fingers. All my fingers are different.
I hear Mel. Can you talk?
Mel, can you hear us?
We want to hear from you, Mel.
Can you text her or put it in the chat?
He wants to say hi.
All right, Dr. Benny,
Can
can
anyone
you
hear
hear
me?
us? Oh, no, there's Mel. Okay, Mel, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Off and on.
All right.
No. Is that you, Mel? Is that you talking?
Oh, do something. I don't know. My computer. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, Mel.
Yeah. I was asking, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Loud and clear, Mel.
What is this for? I am really. I'm getting streaming.
Yeah.
What?
Gene was asking what Henry's last name is. It's Henry Tucker. Henry Tucker, Gene.
People are having trouble coming in.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have a couple of people else who wanted to come in, and we can't seem. We're having trouble at our end, it looks like. Chris, can you still hear us?
Yeah, we can. We can hear you.
Yeah, everything sounds good. When Mel talks, I can hear her for a couple minutes, and then she goes away.
Right, that's true. Yeah, Gemma was trying to come on as well, and I don't know what happened.
I was curious. I haven't heard much from Ash from far. I know he's busy, but I know he went to the doctor. Is he doing better?
Yeah. Ramadan, man. You guys don't forget about Ramadan's going on.
I was worried, so that's good. I'm glad he is.
So what Bell can do is, if you can turn off your camera, you'll be fine. Turn off your camera so you can get more bandwidth. Do you want to turn off your camera?
Mel, did you hear Collins?
Yes, and then now, yes, turn off your camera.
Great.
If you So if you turn off your camera, you'll be fine.
She has to unmute her mic. I can't unmute it. So.
Oh,
Yes.
Unmute, Melanie, unmute your mic, please.
Her
Yeah,
mic,
now that's fine. So you can talk now.
her mic is not connected, it says. She has
It's
to
not connected. All right.
Connect her mic.
Sure, it's the internet.
That's a connection, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's connectivity. It's a problem.
Okay. High speed. I have the high speed internet for my work. For my job.
All right. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
We hear Mel.
Okay. So, yeah, I did. Can you?
Sorry.
Perfect. Okay. So thank you. So I was very, very, very excited. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
Am I good now or no?
We heard you say you're very excited. That's what we heard so far.
Control. Let me just see what's going on here.
Yeah, we heard you say what's going on here. So we're hearing you.
Okay. Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
So good afternoon. This computer need to be my husband and I.
Limited to 10 people. All right, so we've got a limit of 10 people, and there's Ivy would like to come in. So can someone?
I'll take off. Guys, I want to thank you for everything. RobLynn.
Can I go ahead now?
Okay, hold on one second. Thank you, Les.
All right, Les, we'll see you again soon.
Marty and Chris, you guys rock. Thanks a lot. I love you guys. Man, I listen to you every day. So take care, man. I love all you guys.
Thank you, Les.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Les.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Les. Yeah. So just, okay, here we go. Now we can bring in Ivy Mix. Here is Ivy Mix. And thank you, Les.
All right, Les, we'll see you again soon.
Marty and Chris, you guys rock. Thanks a lot. I love you guys. Man, I listen to you every day. So.
Lynn ma'am, is there any chance to give some other? So here is the power interruption and very rain also. So my Wi-Fi is disconnecting. So I will leave with your permission. Marty and Colin sir and RobLynn signing off. This is DJ from India.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, brother. We'll see you soon.
This is thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Marty sir. Bye, and Colin sir. Bye. Thank you.
So we have, who did I just bring in?
You brought in Ivy. I don't see her now.
Okay, Ivy wanted to say a few words. What happened to her?
I don't know. Bring Dr. Benny back.
She is in.
Oh, she's in. Okay, I meant.
I am here.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, we're having a little technical difficulties here, as everybody can see.
Okay.
Go ahead. We were talking about patience and the journey and being ready for Tuesday. You did see what's popped up Tuesday, right?
Yes, Brother Collins told me about it. I cried. Brother Collins, I know that I always cry, but I'm excited. I was crying because of excitement. I never knew something like this will happen. I'm excited. I just want to take this moment to really, really thank our God for sending somebody to us, our visionary. Most of the time, people don't know what I keep talking about, our visionary. Mr. Ash Mufere. If it wasn't for him, we will not be here today, this evening, this morning. We give glory to our God for everything. We thank our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad and Dubai. We also thank Brother Nazar, Brother Kamal, Professor Susan, and the whole media team. I give God the glory.
It's definitely something to be grateful for, because there's no other thing that I can ever think of than to say, I am thankful, I am grateful. because think about a child dreaming and thinking and hoping that something is going to come. And for years and years and years, it never came. But still, you keep dreaming. And sometimes people would laugh at you. Are you crazy? Or why do you keep thinking that this is going to happen or this is going to take place? And you hang on to that dream. This is exactly what it is. It's like when you're born, God just lined people on your path. Today, we are brothers and sisters, a huge family that no one ever knew that it will be. The world is a global village. That is why it is so important that we do good to everyone, no matter who they are, no matter even if they are pooping in their clothes, because when somebody is pooping upon themselves, then there is a problem that needs a solution. Everybody matters. People are created the way they are created for a purpose and for a reason. You know, like my grandmother said, you've been given a lot. And the Bible also says to him or her that has been given a lot, much is so required. All of us have been given too much because sometimes I get confused. And I just, I tell my son, of course, he was born in technology, click here, click here, click there. He's a founder too, even though he's in school now. He said, Mommy, don't worry, you'll get used to it. But sometimes I'm like, wow, what is all this? But all I can say is I am just so grateful for everyone here, Mr. Mofare, and the one that created all of us. I am really grateful.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yvonne, Melanie, are you back? Melanie.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, Melanie.
Okay, perfect. Brother Collins, I did what you told me to do, to turn my camera off. So thank you. Good night, my dear brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness. I am over excited to be part of on Passive. That movement, it's not just we being in a group, we being in a world where we just join a Zoom or webinar every day, every night, or whatever it is. We are in a movement that will rock the world, to change the world. Last night, before I went to bed, and after joining Rob and Lynn, I was singing the song from Michael Jackson. Two songs, We Are the World, and the other one, Let's Make It a Better Place. And I cried, I danced, I sang it, I danced, I cried, only because I know on Passive is exactly what Michael Jackson, he's dead now, may his soul rest in peace. However, the lyrics suited what we are about to do to the human race. There's so many lives that are distorted, so many lives that are just impoverished, so many lives that are lacking. When I go out of this building where I live and I see people are wronged, I just say, Lord, one of those days I will be helping all these people. It is not a joke, because what is existing in this life is where there's greed and there's so much that others are grabbing. And the Bible speaks about storing up treasures on this earth, what good it is to leave it for rust and moth, to lay off, or to share it among your brethren. Brothers and sisters, what we are about to do in Passive is no joke. It is not a joke. When we sit well and think of what Mr. Ash Mofare has in his, he's doing it step by step. We are to be patient, because Rome was never built in a day. And as he said, that internet that we are going to have soon was never built in a day by any other internet providers. And look how many times they're crashing and stalling, and they're taking away our rights. So we are in a movement, and the movement is not going to be just sitting down and grabbing. We are in a movement to help each other. We are in a movement to look after each other. We are in a movement to help those we are looking at, in places, large land, mass land, that are naked, hungry, thirsty, those who can't even fend for themselves. We are in a movement and it's so serious, and this is what God has intended for us all in Unpassive to do. This is not a joke. Our brother, our father, our mentor, our leader, Mr. Ash Mufara, it couldn't come at a better time. It could not come at a better time. We are working our rear off each day. And when we got the paycheck, it's nothing. We have never lifted a finger in Unpassive to do anything digitally, right? Nothing. We are just waiting for AI to shift our focus, to shift our movement, to lift us by the hand, our fingers, and do the things that we are supposed to be doing to feed our brothers and sisters. It is nothing that we should be impatient with. I know a lot of people are turning theirs, even people who joined on my team. Day upon day, I send them email, I call, and I said, do you know what you're going to miss? It is not about us only, it's about everyone, our brothers and sisters. And it's about ending the struggles of this life. This is something massive. Nobody. Star Trek people said they have gone where no other man have gone before.
Sure, anything. I don't
You
know
can't hear
why.
me?
Where's the problem?
You can't hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. We're going to move over to Ivy Mix, if you don't mind, for a couple minutes. And stick around. Please don't go away. And
So can I ask a question, Rob? Brother Rob, did you all hear me at all?
yes, we heard everything you said. It was wonderful. Yes.
Oh, okay, because I heard somebody said they couldn't hear me. So sorry about that. If you
Hello.
couldn't.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay,
Can
so
you
now-
hear me, guys?
Yes, we hear you, Wendy, but we're gonna have Ivy first.
Just show me a thumbs. Show me a thumb. Can you hear me, guys? All right. So nice to talk to you. Nice to meet you all on Passivians over all around the world. And hey, CJ.
Mushi,
What's up, buddy?
That's
How you doing, Moosh?
Okay, so everybody, the name is.
Hey, mate. Where's my? Hey, Marty, bro.
So this is.
I like your headphone. Give it to me, man.
Nobody cut me off.
So this is Moshfek. Okay, so everybody knows it's.
So I hope everybody's good over there and everybody is well by the grace of Almighty, physically, mentally. And I just want to say one thing to all of you, that we have to keep our patience, all right? That's the big thing. That's the biggest things. We have to keep our patience, and it's going to be a big revolution in the globe. It's coming. It's just coming, Chris, isn't it?
Moosh, I miss you, brother. How you been?
So that's all. I just wanted to join here and convey my my gratefulness from Bangladeshi people and all over the Asians. And that's all. I'm very sick right now. I'm admitted in the hospital. And please, I'm asking pray from all of you. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm nice to be here.
Mooshi, can you hear me? Moosh, can you hear me?
Moosh, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hello.
Evidently not.
Okay.
Shucks.
We'll go over to Ivy and come back to Moosh.
That's Moshfek producing.
Moosh. All right, Ivy.
By the way, I can't hear anything. All right. Just blindly I'm talking.
Can you see me wave?
We see you wave, Ivy, and we can hear you as well.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm so honored and excited to be here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I want to say bye to you.
Love you.
Yeah. I've been on RobLynn Live so many nights. Originally, I used to set the alarm to be able to be on. And then I was in school. So it was like in between, you know. So it's been my show. And I can remember many nights it kept me energized. So I just want to say thank you to two of you. And I honor you so much. And I love you. And I know tons of people who love you. This is it's not a sacrifice, it's a lifestyle that you're living, and it's beautiful. It's never a sacrifice. If it's a sacrifice, it's painful. This is beautiful, and we honor you for that. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to talk about patience for a minute. Patience is a verb. It's a verb. It's an action. It's a doing word. So when you having patience, let's say I'm waiting to buy a car. I'll go for a Bentley. It could be any car. It's talking to yourself. It's telling yourself, encouraging yourself that I'm going to be buying a truck. I'm going to be buying a blue car. I'm going to be in an on passive business. It's talking to yourself. This is the way I'm going to be running it. Patience is an action. You'll be so busy in your mind that you don't even know what the next person is doing. We will not be waiting for Ash. I'm too busy. If I start describing how my Bentley is going to be, my Bentley is going to have white seats. It's going to have bells and whistles. My Bentley is going to sit Chris in the front and Marty in the back. Do you get me? It's so imaginative that I'm heavily busy. There's no way I'll be waiting for Ash, truly. If I start talking about my Bentley and I talk about the wheels, you know those wheels that spin, how do they call them? That when they're standing, they'll be spinning. Oh,
a burnout.
I'm telling you, I'll be talking about it. I'll be talking about the kind of music, and I'm not joking. It's something I'll be doing. It's the same thing I'm doing with my own passive business. I already have a building that I've mapped out that I'm going to buy. I go around it every week. I'm not kidding. It's next to my doctor's hospital. I go around it. I can take a picture the next time. I'll let Lynn put it on the show. That is where my soup kitchen is going to be. I've planned it. I'm going to move all the people in there out. Truly, I'm too busy. I'm busy thinking about what I'm going to do. So patience is an action. So this time when we're not waiting. We are too busy. I can't use the word wait. It's doing things for others. Look at this 2 weeks that we'll be doing something for Williams. We've forgotten about Ash, truly. Since we started this, everybody is looking for Chris to give him a donation. Everybody is looking to go and get some extra $20, $40 to give to Chris. We don't have time to be waiting. Patience is an action. Whilst you are waiting, you are busy. You are too busy. You must be busy. You know why? Because you are busy. When the thing comes, you receive it with so much joy. You know? And then you watch farmers, when they plant a crop, they know that crop is going to come forth. That thing is going to bear apples. They are going to plant it. They are going to weed. They are going to water it. They are waiting, but they are working. They are doing something. So just like Brother Collins said, we're waiting, but we're busy. You'll be too busy to know that you are waiting. You cannot feel it. I don't think I've felt this wait. Do you know? I had my own thing I was doing with charities in Africa. Then suddenly something came up, and I started looking after severely disabled children that had spinal bifida and all that. I've been busy. Today I had to go and pick up a wheelchair. I'm busy. You see, I'm so excited. And you know, Every time I come on these shows, you know why I want to talk? I want everybody to believe this thing is going to work. It cannot fail. I have too much to be doing. I've lined up too much that I've already started doing. Are you getting me? So I know that this crop that is going to come is going to feed my children. It's going to help me. It's going to, you know, the excitement. When I think of I'll go and meet Chris Johnson. Can you see we're wearing the same light green? My God, I know I'm going to Michigan, wherever he is. I'm going to Yvonne. Don't forget, I'm going to Florida. Are you getting me? I'm going everywhere. So these things can keep us excitement. So our excitement is too great to say that we are waiting. So when we are waiting, patience is an action. Every time, don't say you're having patience with Ash Mufare. You're wasting time. He's busy. He's not waiting for us. We have to catch up with him. Do you know what? I know he has invented 20 more things since the last time we met him. He's not waiting for us. We have to catch up with the speed he's going. We have to be behaving at his frequency, at his level, the height of his mind. Are you getting me? So I'm here to tell everybody, and I'll be saying it every day. We are too busy. I have 4 people on my team that I know. I told one, I said, don't ask me when Ash is ready. When are you ready? So she's written 15 books. She has written 15 books. They are even on Amazon. Are you getting me? I told him, I said, when you get those books, Ash will send traffic to that site. I have another one. He has been sewing. He's a tailor. I asked him, I said, if Ash sends people to your site, are you ready to supply 1,000 clothes at a time? He says, hey, ma'am, is that what I'll be doing? I said, yes, 1,000 is not enough. I said, Ash will send traffic to your site. You will not have fingers to handle it. So all the people on my side, all the people on my team, I get them busy. I said, don't ask me about Ash. I'm asking you, what have you been producing? What are you doing for Ash to come and top up? He's going to top up our lives. Are you getting me? He's going to make us better. Look, when Marty said to me today that he's been doing 3 videos a day, I was saying, oh my God, I have to catch up with Marty. Are you getting me? I have to catch up with him. So somebody doing 3 videos a day, Ash has to catch up with him. So thank you very much. That's my take on patience.
Thank you, Ivy. Let's go back to Melanie, and then we'll go to Dr. Benny. Melanie's ready. Melanie, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. My French in me makes me talk like a fighter. I feel I'm speaking so fast. Sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but we were trying to get everybody in before.
No, I understand. I was saying my French causes me to talk very fast. I feel like I'm fighting. Sorry. In everything I am doing, I mean, we have a tendency to beat up ourselves sometimes. We all do. We all are fallible that way. However, I keep doing self-talk. Mel, take it easy. They are not going to leave you. The things are there. Just do what you're supposed to do. And that is patience. I try to tell myself to, go into ONET, and I have been doing a lot of that. And I'm teaching myself. I'm reading the notes, and I'm doing blogs, and I'm forming little clubs. I'm inviting people. So I'm doing my due diligence in my own little way. I'm sitting, not waiting, but I'm sitting and doing something small. I went on YouTube. Sister Lynn told me how to download the video, but I haven't paid for the video creator. That's why I haven't gone live. But I'm doing little things that are not quite yet on passive, But Sister Lynn, thank you. But yes, we are to be diligent. We are to be patient in all things. But in the meantime, we can do self-talk, self-taught, and that is how we learn. And the rest can be taught by each one teach one, because that's what we are in this for. We all have to teach each other, help each other, and be patient with each other, because not everybody speaks the same language. Not everybody is skilled in the same area. Not everybody has the same type of mentality. So we really have to be patient in all things, not just on passive outside. So we can bring in that patience when on passive finally opens the door to own it. And then we can tell people patiently what on passive is all about, because we have a tendency to rush. We have a tendency to beat up ourselves. As I always say, we bicker, we fight our own selves each and every day, when we look around this life and we see so many things that are going on. We see so many people are failing and dying around us. So why? Why not just talk to God? Like Brother Ash, look how calm. He has so much on his plate. I mean, he has the team working with him, but he has so much on his plate. Look how calm he is. And when he comes, he's never upset. He's always calm, telling us what's the next step. So why can't we adapt to his style and just be patient with him?
I agree.
Because we know that it's coming. It even came faster than we thought.
Right.
You know, so my take on being patient is have patience.
All right.
A
I
lot
think
of patience.
this group has patience for sure.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna start to wrap things up, if that's okay with everybody. And Dr. Benny, I had mentioned
Yes.
bringing you back, so you're
Yeah,
back.
sure.
So
Sure.
let's have a last word from you, please.
Thank you so much, Brother Rob, for giving me this opportunity. I want to greet each and everyone on this panel. I want to thank, most importantly, our Father in heaven who brought all of us here. As we all know, yes, it is good for us to be patient. It is stated that the patient dog eat the fattest bone. A lot of people do not really understand what unpassive is all about. Um, I was sitting with my auntie here. She told me that one of her members said that by July, if we haven't launched, she will need her money back. I said, God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, Jesus. Hey, I said, I'm ready to even take her up. I'm ready. I have the money to pay. I don't understand why people are not, they cannot wait. They don't really understand. If they understand the information technology, the system development life cycle of each project or a product, then they will know what is going on. See, sometimes I know that I don't have to get upset because they don't know the IT or they don't know the system development life cycle. Our CEO is working so hard, but they don't know. One of our members said, please forgive me. He was saying that, how much are we going to pay for activation fee? I said, Papa, I don't know, but the time is coming. But I just gave him an example. He said, oh, that's too much. I said, Papa, do you think you can start a business, let me say for $400 or $500? Can you pay an employee? Can you pay someone with that money? He said, no. I said, then, Papa, please, just relax. You don't know. This is an amazing opportunity to all of us. We need to just relax. And the time is coming. As we all know that our CEO is here to eradicate poverty and to uplift humanity. We have to work together. And again, when the time comes when we start receiving these apples, we never knew that one day it will ever happen. But let me say something. But before joining the unpassive, I believe that you have a 9-to-5 job. So you don't have to sit and be crying and say, oh, wow, when are we launching? You cannot be doing that. Thank you so much. I just want each and everyone to wait and just relax. It is coming. Look at me. I'm smiling, right? I'm smiling. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. We appreciate it. Let's go to Yvonne for a last word, please.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. One thing that I would say, I might not quote it exactly the way it's supposed to, but I'm going to paraphrase it in my own way. Dr. Monroe said, the richest place in the world It's not in the gold mines of South Africa or the oil fields of South Africa or the gold mines of North America. He said the richest place in the world is in the cemetery. And why did he say that? Because a lot of us, because of impatience, because of not wanting to help or to educate or to do something good for other people, we carry that knowledge that we've been given to the cemetery. We die. You go to the cemetery, you see people that had the vision of writing books, they never wrote those books. You see people that had the vision of establishing big businesses, they never did establish those businesses. People that wanted to educate people, they didn't do it. But maybe they didn't have that opportunity. We don't know. But we do have it now. There is no reason why we shouldn't. We never have to complain. Let us behave like the Indian bamboo nurturer who nurtured it for 5 years. They were laughing at him, but he kept watering it, nurturing it, working, weeding it, and it came to fruition. That is what we should be doing with OnPassive. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. And we will see you at 1100 hours a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Thank you.
Collins, are you tired to where you want to go next, or you want to hang out a while? Collins, Manna.
Yeah, I don't mind going if Marty and Chris are there. Yeah. So the topic was about patience, and sometimes it's not people. Yes, Chris already said it, that we know people are tired and we're looking up to something, but if you look at the way OnPassive is something that's never been done before. It's like if you tell Chris and Marty, or they just get up and say they want to do something that has never been done before, there is no time limit you can give them. There is no time frame for anything that has never been done before. They can only estimate it and think about how they will do it. But remember, when we are looking at the software, we're talking about we have ONet, OTrim, OMail, the whole ecosystem. We've forgotten about the OChat, which is also a product. We're talking about OConnect. I mean, that's six products standing in front of us. How many engineers do you think are there in Hyderabad to build all those 6 products? And how long will it take? Because when you want to split up, estimation is man days. How many hours will you give them? Man days. Let me put it that way, man days. So he said, okay, I'm doing only 9 hours. How many of me will be there based on experience? So sometimes when Ash come out and tell us they've recruited data scientists, 9, do you think they just get up and jump in and start to do the job? No, they need, though they have the experience, level of knowledge and experience, but they need to be trained. This is the OnPassive way. They need to be trained inside. And how long do you think they will train them to get up to speed? It can be 3 months. The minimum you can give them is 3 months for them to get up to speed. One person. So imagine the number of recruiters they are bringing, the number of engineers coming. You need to give them that time frame for them to get up to speed, because they need to know what they are doing, understand what should be built. Even if you recruit them in human resource, you give them time to understand the system, understand the business modules, everything. And it's not easy. So sometimes when we sit as founders and to be patient, we instead complaining, instead to be grateful for being in OnPassive. Ask yourself, even in your own normal job, you go in 9 to 5. When you went there and they recruit you, did they give you the job, or they put someone to shadow you for the length of time for you to get the experience on that job? You need time. So sometimes we put something on OnPassive, but we forgot that we too are also employed somewhere and we're working. We're having the same pressure. Put yourself in their shoes. These people, they are human beings like all of us. They didn't fall. They're not aliens. They didn't fall from sky. They have family too to take care of. They just have 9 hours. Sometimes they even go more than 16 hours because of the love of company and the best CEO we have. Us treat them. Some of us will even refuse, say, no, we come in 9 hours and go. We don't want anything. Sometimes you shut your laptop. You don't want to hear any call again till the next day. But these guys, they've been putting that 4 years. It's just nothing to build what we have now. 4 years. Because I remember when I joined OnPassive, The only thing I know it will take time. But you ask me the time, I don't know. But I know I will not quit. Because most of the people I introduced unpassive to them, I asked them, they said, no, how long? I said, you can't put time frame because it's something that has never been done before. They said, how? But how do we know? I said, you have to come in by faith. I joined by faith and I know it will work. I believe in it so much. So they said, all right, you go. I said, all right, just take it this way. How many years do you have to work? Your lifetime. He said 20 years. Some of them said 20 years. Some of them said 30 years. I have 30 years to work. I said, all right, if I promise you something that will take you off your job after 6 years, and then you have the rest of your life to enjoy and help others, or you refuse to come in, you work for 30 years and you die, and you are not even sure, because sometimes retirement age increase maybe every 2 years. Times is coming where people will work till 70 years or 75 years. So you work until you die. As Warren Buffett said, you work until you die, never get anything. Even sometimes their pension is not even guaranteed, because the pension now, you look at it, you are the one working out for those who have already retired. Maybe your own time, there will be nobody working for you to get the pension. Things are just getting bad. And unpassive provides you that guarantee. You said, no, I want to go and wait. Because the only thing I tell some of the people who never ever patient and they are requesting, I say, you know what, there's a button there, go and click it. But I guarantee you, after clicking that button, you'll come back as customer. You will use the products, whether you like it or not. There is no way you can escape unpassive. So we are just so blessed and so grateful. If you think like you are not really blessed, please go and click that button, because just to be in unpassive is your life will never be the same. No matter what we think, your life will never ever, even the smell around you will change. I have people who never believe in unpassive, but now they are even crazy more than me. One guy today, I spoke to the guy is even crazy. Someone who never believe, he can't even sleep anymore. Every day when he goes to his job, he said, you know what, I don't mind all the stress I'm taking. The time is coming, I'll leave. He's the one talking about unpassive. Now, sleeping on that back office, sleeping on, oh yes, someone would never ever believe. He's going crazy now. He can't even sleep. And this is the motivation when Marty said, the heart, first, it's not your brain, but the heart that you must give for unpassive. That is what will open the world for you. If you don't have the heart, even when the apple will start to come, you will never even think about it. You'll just feel like, what is this? You always ask questions, even if the apple is there. So I just want to be grateful, Lynn. Thank you very much for this show. Let us be patient and let us just put it, because when all connect will come, that is when the journey will start. They said at the end of every tunnel, there is a light. And at the end of every beginning, there is a startup, end of every beginning. So we are coming to the end of what we think, but that is a new beginning, a new day is done after that. Our life will just change, and the way you will use the system will determine your success. So I just want to say thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Collins.
Oh, I
What's
unmuted.
it?
I just unmuted you.
Oh, I just got unmuted. I'm just coming out of the closet now from timeout. And we'll wrap it up with Chris, Grandpa, Conductor, Captain Johnson. Marty had to go. The kids, the grandkids, the cousins, the brother-in-laws, the father-in-laws, and the sister-in-laws all came home at once. So at any rate, the ball's in your court, Mr. Johnson.
Wow, you're really going to do this to me now, Rob?
That's how we do it.
It's always a pleasure to be on, especially when you got different people on here. I absolutely love that. It's a different tone. I heard a couple of last couple ladies that spoke that I know. The one, Mel, I think that's the first time I heard her speak. I heard your heart. I heard the passion that you have. God bless you. Ivy Mix, I know your passion. Dr. Benny, I know your passion. And everyone else there. It's one of those things where you have to really think about it. But I think if you think about it too much, yeah, you go a little crazy and you might lose your patience. But it's really okay. It's called being a human being. We're all excited, or every one of us are excited for Christmas Day. And every one of you have tried this, maybe as you were a kid, you tried finding the presents or, peeking in a package. That's a normal thing. But this package is, it's a pretty amazing package. And I don't worry about anything actually anymore. I know what it's about. I understand it 100%, even though I don't have a clue. But it's extremely, it's very fruitful. I can use that word. I like that word actually. It's a wonderful, fruitful company. It's a rainbow company because it represents every color. It's a loving company because it represents every kind of religion, people's thoughts and minds. We even got some cranky people in the family who are who turned a new shoulder, I would say. And I want to thank many of you, all of you out there that has said prayers, not only for William and the kids, but I know there's a lot of people out there, like our buddy Mushi there, who had a bad accident a couple years ago, and he's asking for prayers. Let's give him those prayers. But we have a lot of kids still in Africa, and I've talked to quite a few leaders of orphanages. Keep them in your prayers. And I told them, listen, you're all on my list. I'm going to do whatever I can, but I know I got 1 million people right next to me that can't wait to bust out and just start changing the world. And that's really what it's all about. Everything that Impassive has to offer is it's going to change someone's world, whether it's a businessman that needs traffic. And there was one thing that I did years ago, and I invented these car flags. I won't even talk about it, but I had found a way. They said, you got to get a website. I got a website, but you got to get on other people's website to get traffic driven to you. I literally spent 3 to 4 hours a night after my job texting each individual company that carries something with babies or these flags. Say, hey, you want to swap? I don't know, Collins probably remembers this. Hey, I tell you what, you put your company logo on my page and I'll put my, and that's how you did it. And that's how you drove traffic. It was hours and hours of work for one website. And here we got a guy that's going to drive traffic in record timing to people he don't even know, literally, and help them build their business. But to me, it's not about the business. It truly is just about changing people's mindset and saying, hey, enough's enough. When do we stop turning a blind eye to things that are wrong? Especially kids that are hungry. It has to change. And I really think, no, let me rephrase that. I know that this family called Impassive, it's not a company. It's not a business. It's a life-changing, world-changing thing that's going to truly help people. And when the world really understands what Impassive's all about, watch it explode. Because I don't know too many people that don't want to help somebody or even help themselves. And the people in this family right now that are hurting, my prayers are always open to you. I wish if I was a multi-billionaire, there would be not one kid that I knew that was going hungry. Let me tell you that. Apparently, I'm not a billionaire yet. How about that? Yet. But I know with 14, I'm going to say 1 million founders, because I know people got some extra accounts. The things that we're going to do to change the world and fix things and bring love back into the picture and actually bring God back into the picture, you're all going to be blown away. And guess what? I know 100% of that. I don't even know 1% of the rest of Impassive, but I know 100% that we're going to change everything about this world that's wrong. RobLynn, I appreciate you for having me on here. Everyone that spoke tonight, I love you. And just keep being you. And it's okay to cry when you see something wrong. Just don't forget to help them out. Remember what you've seen wrong. Remember, you got to fix it. That gentleman, was it Henry? I think it was Henry Tucker that said he lived that life.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. He lived it. He knows exactly what's going on. All right. Who do you think all those 400 kids are going to remember this? They're not going to be on a webinar. They're going to be telling the world, hey, you're not going to believe. We had people that didn't know us that donated money to build our school, to get us fresh water, food, electricity. And that's a flowing river, guys. It's never going to stop. The kids don't forget things like that. We tell them to forget the bad, but they always remember that one time a person walked up and gave a kid a teddy bear, never had a gift in his life. That memory is going to be in that kid's mind the rest of it. And he's always going to think about it when he sees another kid that was like him, that maybe he knows not going to get a present or a birthday. A lot of kids out there, man. Let's change that, please. I love every one of you, and God bless every one of you. RobLynn, again, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Brother Chris. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that was here tonight. It's a pleasure not to say this morning, although we did go 3 hours, believe it or not. And it kind of reminds me of the old Friday Night Live. But we were glad everybody was here, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody real soon, which will be mañana, because we won't miss a day. And I just wanted to reiterate, if anyone who's still on here is having any problem migrating, we have a new email that we've dedicated just for that to help folks out, and it is roblynnlive@gmail.com. roblynnlive@gmail.com. All one word. Did I say it right?
Yeah, good. Type it.
Okay. I already forgot the password. It's probably good I wrote it down. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. Thanks to Collins, Marty, Chris, everybody, Dr. Benny, Yvonne, Ivy, Melanie, Marty. I might have to get a horn or something for when Marty's going to say something. Maybe that won't go through the airways without a hitch. So anyway, it was fun tonight. Thank you, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye,
Thank you very
everybody.
much.
Love you
Bye.
all.
Good night.
Bye.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you guys so much.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, Yvonne, Dr. Ben.
Yes, thank you all so much.
Everybody, Collins.
Let me go get ready for tomorrow. Yay! I'm running.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Wow.
I'm trying to end. Hold on.